ball, I'm fitting to score next. My J is all net, me and Jada just all next. Getting back on defense, hit him with strong flex. I'm official like a ref, trying not to get attacked. And we go hard on Brooklyn, that's a promise. Watch me like a Cam, cause it's my time. Nigga, watch me like a Cam, cause it's my time. Switch, they can't guard me, especially side the Barclays. Spin between crosses, I can score with both hands. Midi flawless, and I get to paint like an artist. I'm a Smith, so you should respect my handle. I see the big picture with the Nets like a mantle. In the future, I see us as champs too. And when we do, I'ma do a Brooklyn dance move. To stir that or Millie rock like a fan do. That's a bet like my parlay on FanDuel.
BROOKLYN, BROOKLYN, BROOKLYN.
There's Clarkson. Oh my goodness!
When you establish a culture, that's what you do every day. That creates one thing, that it's your identity. Alright, that's how you are seen by other people. If you work really hard and get 1% better every day, you're a competitive group. That means that you fight.
Oh, what a move by Sharp! Counted him a
Yo, Nets fans is the best fans. You're now rocking with Big Fan Breezy with the Brooklyn Nets vlog. And yeah, man, Clax and Day'Ron Sharpe, that's their hometown. I thought they was going to have better games, to keep it real with you. You know what I'm saying? Claxton was 4 for 5. He had a few good blocks I seen. He had like 2 good blocks that I seen. They called goaltending on one of them, so that would have made 3. But he's been playing really good defense, like with getting blocks and stuff like that. Day'Ron Sharpe, underwhelming, man. He shot 2 3-pointers. Why are you shooting 3-pointers now? But you had 3 boards. I'd rather take the Day'Ron Sharpe not taking the 3-pointers, getting to the paint, getting the tip-ins, getting the offensive rebound. I don't like this Day'Ron Sharpe, even though he was a +1 on the. I don't see how. He played 19 minutes, 1 for 3. Tyrese Martin's consistently showing me that he could score the ball. You know, I didn't think he took enough shots. I don't think Trendon Watford. I like Trendon Watford. I'm not gonna hold you. If Trendon Watford taking more shots than Tyrese Martin, I could feel that. Keon Johnson took 2 shots tonight. D'Angelo Russell was hot. He had 15 in the fourth quarter, and that was the first 15 of the fourth quarter. Hot. Cam Thomas was off. He was 1 for 8 behind the 3-point line. I don't like when they just give him the green light to shoot the 3 ball like that. I don't. If they see he missing the 3-point line, let him play under the 3-point line. I don't like Jordy Fernandez asking him to take that many 3-pointers if he's missing. You know, it's straining what he's doing. And I guess it's play development for this season, but I don't like it. I feel like when they get downhill, when he plays under the 3-point line, when Cam Thomas plays under the 3-point line, when CT play under the 3-point line, he could make better because he could pass it, or he could score the ball, go straight to the hole. It's just more variables when he's playing under the 3-point line. So I think Jordy Fernandez got to do a better job of letting Cam Thomas play under the 3-point line. I don't want to see Cam Thomas taking 8 3-pointers out of 18 shots because he wasn't shooting well. You know, it wasn't like he was Zaire Williams, who was 4 for 9, or even Adilo, who was 4 for 11. Not to say that's excellent, but it's definitely better than 1 for 8. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? And you tankers, you guys just be happy. Like I said, y'all shouldn't panic. A lot of us say y'all shouldn't panic. And you know what I'm saying? Y'all shouldn't panic. That's basically it. Leaf said we no limit soldiers. That's a helmet. I was wondering what that is. Easy got the donut. What that donut mean, man? Getting ready to trade him. Who's him? Who's him? Who are you talking about, Easy? People said send a link. You know I'm going to send a link, peoples. Y'all know I'm going to send a link. Y'all got to know I'm going to run ISO for like the first few minutes. You know what I'm saying? Just off the strength that I need to get this off my chest before I be like, hold it down, slow it down, hold it down, pass the rock, yada, yada. I don't want to do all of that right now, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to call ISO in the first few minutes. That's just like the structure of the show. I got to have some structure to the show. You know what I'm saying? But that being said, that's pretty much I'll say about the recap of the game. And I wanted to talk about this because it's Yo, I don't know what y'all got cooking up. I don't know what Easy and Leaf got cooking up. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know what that's about, but we gonna get to it. You know what I mean? I like how y'all keep it. You know what I mean? Spicy. We gonna get to it. You know what I'm saying? Word. Because at the easy Leaf in the chat talk about his time. Like you got a rap. Like you got a Brooklyn Nets rap. You got a Brooklyn Nets anthem. Well, it's time for what? You know what I'm saying? It's time for what? You know what I mean? So all of those, I just wanted to say to all of those fans that was panicking, I told y'all, you don't have to do that. Y'all out here, you know what I'm saying, looking bad, like y'all got a hole of half or something, man. Y'all was panicking, like I told y'all not to panic. You know what I mean? I say, yo, don't panic, man. Like, yo, y'all acting like we got this many games, and when we break down it season for season, you see the third pick always get around 30 wins or something like that. We well under 30 wins. We slowed down since we made those trades. We've been losing with Cam Johnson. We've been losing with D'Lo. You know, y'all say all of this and that about D'Lo, but we've been losing with these players. They not messing up what we trying to have going on. And another one like Leaf, he on the panel because I'm listening to the playback. He on the panel like it's about how we structure our team. No, I'm telling you, if we doing all of this for a player in the draft, we need to be structuring our team around them. And we need to be seeing if this a player as good as Cam Thomas on the scoring side of the ball. Y'all talking all of this jazz. I'm not jacking it. Y'all talking all of this jazz about, oh, you know, it depends who it is and it depends who we have. You're trying to tell me that right now, as we speak, they not building a team around a player that they fit in the draft. I mean, they don't know what direction we gonna go. I see a lot of us playing above the 3-point line. It's a lot of shots. You know what I'm saying? That we taking, and there are a lot of 3-pointers. I'm gonna keep it real. I don't like the offense. I don't care if it's Steve Nash. And I like Jordy Fernandez, and I said all of those good things about him because of the defensive side of the ball, not because of the offensive side of the ball. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the misunderstanding y'all got with me. 53 pointers, this nasty work. 14 for 50, this nasty work. I know I spoke highly on Jordy Fernandez, and I did, and I meant what I said. But 14 for 50 from the 3-point line is 28%. That is nasty work. I don't like that. We got to have a talk. We got to have a conversation about Jordy Fernandez. We got to have a talk. So let me talk to you first. Before everybody pull up and say this, stand the third, let me have a heart-to-heart with Jordy Fernandez. Let me have a heart-to-heart with Jordy Fernandez. You know what I'm saying? I wanna have a heart-to-heart with Jordy Fernandez, man. We gotta do it. Jordy Fernandez, this team is not. We have to build and create an identity with being gritty on it, and we have to have the defense reflect the offense. If we gritty and hard-nosed, playing hard-nosed basketball on the defensive side of the ball, we got to do the same thing on the offensive side of the ball. We got to get down here. Look at Cam Thomas. He one of the most physical players we got, and he a guard. What, like, you see how he ripped the ball from that other player, still was able to put the shot up and score the ball? Like, y'all want to come up here and say all of this rhetoric about this and that, but I'm telling y'all the facts. I give y'all my opinion, but I give it to y'all after I tell y'all the facts. Cam Thomas is one of the most, him and Trendon Watford, they run sharp. They're gritty, physical on the offensive side. I'm not just talking about defense, offense. Offense, Cam Thomas is a physical player. Trendon Watford is a physical player. Physical. Y'all playing, man. Y'all playing, man. Stop playing with my handle, man. Like I said, stop playing with my handle. Y'all see what it is. Jordy Fernandez, I got love for you because of what you do on the defensive side of the ball, but these X's and O's is not cutting it. We're going to have to play under the 3-point line for us to create offense. This trying to play above the 3-point line, when we talk about numbers, we talking about space. Y'all don't believe me, though. So I'm going to just say what I say, before people try to say what I try to think they know what I'm saying. Let's get to it. You see the shot chart? You see the shot chart? Look at the shot chart for the Brooklyn Nets. Look at the shot chart. Y'all see that? Let me make sure y'all see that. Yeah, y'all see that. Y'all see that? Look at this space between the inside of the three-point line and the paint. You got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 shots inside of that. 4 shots inside of that. So you either get into the paint to score the ball or you shoot in the three-pointer to score the ball. That is not winning basketball on the offensive side of the ball. That is not the Brooklyn Nets identity. I do not care how we structure in this team, whatever player we drafted, it don't matter. We need more offense under the three-point line, specifically under the three-point line and in between the paint. That is the mid-range. That's when we got mid-range players in D-Lo, mid-range players in Cam Thomas. We need more offense there. We cannot always score the ball at a high percentage of trying to take 53 pointers a night. Yeah, there's going to be times where we shoot 50% or shy of it, just shy of it. But this is not good offense. And again, I like to be the one to be the thorn in Jordy Fernandez's side because I said, like, I think I know him, kind of, sort of. I seen him in the, you know what I mean, the movie theater for the Cam Thomas premiere. And you know what I'm saying? I seen him. I say, yo, Jordy Fernandez, I'm big fan of Breezy. After that, you can say we know each other. I mean, you know, let Jordy Fernandez know what I'm talking about, man. Who could play? Who could play? This is what I'm saying. I'm talking about fits. Y'all want to talk about best player and all of that, best available player. Who can score in the space that I'm talking about? Who can score inside the three-point line or in between there and the paint? Is it Derrick Queen? Is VJ jumping and VJ Edgecombe jumping and doing the midi? Huh? Is it just a three-pointer or is it just a paint attempt? Is that the offense that we have? I don't like it. I don't want it. And it's not winning basketball here or the Brooklyn Nets or anywhere. And if it is, it's not our identity. It's not our identity that we don't got players that get to the mid-range. Like, we got what? I just showed y'all the stats. These are the facts. These not my opinions. The black ones are the black circle, that's the makes. The white circles is the misses. You look in that space between the inside line of that three-pointer and by the paint, it's only like 3 shots there. And right close to on the line is like the 4th shot. Bro, that's no. Now I said what I said. I'm not finna repeat it over and over. But again, the point is that I critique Jordy Fernandez, Cam Thomas. Don't ever come up on this panel trying to play with my handle. When I'm fired like on top of a candle. All I ask y'all to do is respect my handle. Iceman better be somewhere right in the Brooklyn anthem. Is Leaf going to be on the track? Is Easy going to be on the track? What? Yo, y'all going to stop playing with me. I'm going to throw this link on the chat, and I imagine y'all had y'all best honor and respect when y'all bestow yourself on the panel. And, hey, any back chat or slick talk about what I said, y'all know I'm fitting to get to it. Y'all let Easy call me out and pull out the diamond tester and try to make it seem like he a better fan because what? Because Iceman gave him some tests? He didn't even do nothing. What did he do? He didn't even name a player besides Cam Thomas to put on his team. What you talking about? Nah. Y'all not going to play with my handle. I'm going to throw this link in the chat and I'm going to see what's up. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, no, he didn't. No, he didn't. It's you. Yo. BT. BT said we on the 27 web page. Joey BK know what's up. You see what's going on. Win, lose, or draw. I'm here. We here. What are they talking about? Let me talk my shit. Yeah, I know they got platforms that do their thing, and that's bigger pages than Big Fan Breezy's, but I came in and I did what I did. Huh? I ain't come up here just so I could shine and just do my thing, and I ain't got nothing against those panels that do their thing like that, but I'm just saying, I came in and I say, hey, the Nets fans is the best fans. And I got Nets fans, content creators, making more content, creating content. We building a Net fan content creator group in a way where the Net fan base is just growing and growing and growing. And I'm part of that. I ain't saying I'm started that, but I'm saying I'm part of that. I'm making songs for the Brooklyn Nets. Net fans want to play with mine? Nah. Iceman, I want to hear that anthem. Holla at me. Y'all know what's up, man. Y'all know what's up, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Joey BK said we building the Nets kingdom. Oh, man. Yo, I just had to get some clarity. Yeah, no. Yeah, I'm with all of that. I know what this team recipe look like should win. I know what it's supposed to look like. Talk to me nice. Iceman.
Yo.
Yo, Iceman, you again, like I said, I know you do what you do. I need that anthem, bro. And I might need a verse on that anthem. I'm trying to be on everything, man. Stop playing with me, man.
Y'all was looking for beats early. I think I found one or two. I'm not sure. I gotta keep scrolling. You know what I'm saying? See if I find the right one to get things litty. You know what I mean?
All facts. Shout to everything Brooklyn Nets, John. Shout to Ice. I'm definitely waiting on that. Ice really do music. Shout to So Greasy. Shout to Joey BK all day. Y'all know us all love, but again, like I said, this is gonna happen, and I'm here while we lose it. Look at this. Everybody say, "Oh, you was here only because the KD." I was here. I got content before that. I just wasn't on YouTube.
How the hell was Jody? Hold on, Leaf. How was Jody quiet? What he said? Quite all right before CT came back when we was losing. What the hell are you talking about?
No, oh no, I know what he just do that, man. I'm not even lighting that up. He got to come on the panel. He ain't even do no play-by-play. I ain't giving him no light right now. Hey, hold on. I just want to say, if the shit don't work, you supposed to be the backup plan. I'm supposed to be able to go to YouTube and find your content just because I know you gonna be there because you a Net fan and you another one that be trying to question my handle. You supposed to be doing play-by-play. You supposed to be doing play-by-play. You trying to question my handle. Stop it. Go ahead though, Ice. So Greasy.
That boy, whoever was that no-name center, our centers was horrible out there today. They couldn't stop dude.
Diabante.
What's his name?
Diabante
Put belt to ass today, bro. Like I don't know how you blame that. I could say that shot selective that Kim was off all night. That shot select that he chose right there, it was too delayed. Like he was a little scared to take the shot, like he wanted to make a pass, and that shit just looked crazy. But there's no way you could blame that on him when they was in the game all game, and the center dude just going crazy. Like, and I don't even, man, listen, man, that game was horrible, bro. But it still looked like Jody. He was tweaking the tank.
Yeah, 16 and 15 is crazy work, bro. Like, I ain't gonna hold you, bro. He gave him work, like you said. But yo, Ice.
Yo.
What you thought about tonight's game, man?
Man, I think it wasn't enough. Well, I want to say it wasn't enough team effort, and they gave up big points in that third quarter. And after that, I thought they might have, you know what I'm saying, still got the win in the fourth, but then you know what I'm saying? Like not enough team. It was like D'Lo and Cam, and they didn't really have nobody else to really help. Wofford did a little bit, but you know what I mean? Like they can only do so much, and defensively, so Greasy saying Diamante was out there.
He was wilding, bro.
Looking like Stoudemire. He looked like
it was like Mutombo out there tonight, bro. Like wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looked like a Mark Stoudemire. He's like on
That's
the
wild.
Dude was bugging.
Yo, let's get the season over with, man. I'm fucking tired of this shit. Am I in the show? Yo, what's good, Breezy? I'm fucking tired of this shit, yo. Let's get that another 19 game losing streak, man. What's the point? There's no point. Y'all watch the game. I was walking and shit. I got a bad cold, but I'm walking on the boardwalk, on the beach and shit, because I'm fucked up. I'm trying to get the shit out of my system. But I had no interest watching the game. I had no interest. I know y'all feel the same way. I'm just waiting till for the last quarter, the last quarter and shit. Hoping they're gonna give it up, and they did. Breezy, what was your problem, Breezy? The 3-point shots? That shit is horrendous. That shit is horrible. That shit is garbage. We got no players, man. We got, get some real ballers, yo. Get some. I don't know, man. You need shit. You need Adrian Peterson. You need everybody. You need
Said AJ Peterson. Don't be Darren Peterson.
Adrian Peterson. What the fuck, man? Darren Peterson, Adrian Peterson. I guess the nigga from the Vikings. The nigga from the Vikings running back.
Vikings.
You know I'm talking about Darren Peterson or the Bonster or this year. You got to get the Cooper Flag or I don't know, man. You got to get the shit. You got to get somebody, yo. You got to get. This is not gonna cut it, man. I can't watch D. Russell. I can't watch D'Angelo Russell or any of these guys. You know what I mean? I can't do it, guys. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all feel me, man. I know y'all. I wish we could just skip through the next 19 games. It's taking way too long. I don't know how y'all feel, but this season has been like grueling. That should just, you know what I mean? It's just like I don't know, man. It's like when you fucking stretch the rubber and shit, you keep stretching and shit. That should just keep stretching and shit. So that's what I feel like this season. Just want to get it over with, man. And NBA fucking just like Breezy was saying it. Breezy been saying it. I know everybody's like, yo, that's not true, whatever. But I'm with Breezy, man. I feel like NBA owe us #1 pick. Fucking owes us, man. All these shitty ass teams. All these fucking shitty ass teams, man. I fucking hate everybody. I fucking hate all the 29 teams. Everybody, I hate their jerseys. Anybody who don't wear the Nets jersey, I fucking hate with a passion. It's never gonna stop, yo. 24 years. 24 years. That's how it's been. 25th. Going in 25th now. The Jason Kidd era. You know what I'm saying? That's all I do. That's all I know is I love the Nets, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about the other fans. I don't know. I don't think I can call myself a fan, man. I'm just exhausted, man. I'm just fucking exhausted, Breezy. 25 years, yo. I got nothing else to look forward to in the United States soil. You know that, Breezy.
Man. We get it, man. We get it. But baseball's coming in 2 weeks. Baseball's coming soon. You have something to look forward to, man.
I don't watch the lame ass game, nigga. I don't watch no baseball, man. I only fuck with the, you know what I'm saying? I only fuck with the NBA, John.
You don't have different ways.
He would sound like he tired of everything, yo.
I hate every North American sports team. I only love the Nets. I only live in the Nets world, man.
That's some devotion,
That's all I know, yo.
That's wow.
That's all. That shit, I'm emotional. You should have seen what I did when I was in Florida when we lost back-to-back finals, John. You should have seen what I did to my apartment, man. You should have seen it, yo. My people around me and all that shit, they got spooked and shit. Everybody left. Everybody quick. Yeah, he's like, yo, this guy bugging out. He about to probably trying to do something to us. Cause I destroyed the room, yo. I destroyed the room cause I fell in love, man. I fell in love with a kid and shit, and fucking Kmart and shit. Kmart, you know what I mean? Snatching blocks and shit, like fucking volleyball and shit. And what am I watching now? Y'all tell me, what am I watching now? This is trash. Y'all know this is trash, man. This is not gonna work. This is never gonna work. You gotta play.
Yo, people,
You gotta
take it
play like
easy.
those Nets do.
Hernandez,
My
man.
bad.
Nah,
Hernandez,
people, you good, bro?
Yo,
Nah, this what happens
let
when
me
we tanking, man.
Don't
This is
have
bad,
it.
yo.
let me say
Yo,
brief for
yo, yo, we just gonna go. I didn't know he was gonna go off like that, man. Damn.
Yeah, I understand devotion, but man,
Hold on.
look for some other
Alright,
stuff
hold
to
on.
enjoy, man. Please.
Let's go to Joey BK. Joey BK, talk to us, man. What you thought about tonight's game? Joey BK, you there?
He probably left.
Nah, he there, but
Hey, Scott.
let's
Hey,
go to
what's up,
Scott.
everybody?
Scott, talk to us,
What's up,
man.
John?
Shout your channel out. I had tuned in. I see you had your niece up there with you. But yeah, man, talk to us about just shout your channel out and just talk to us about what you see in tonight's game. Then we're gonna go to John after that.
Yeah, you can see my show on Apartment Gamer and More on YouTube. I'm on there Friday night. I'm also on the X, Apartment Gamer 1. I thought you know what? I thought Jody took a couple of players out in the fourth quarter when they was starting to get hot. Did y'all see that or did
Yeah.
Yeah,
he took some players out.
And they were starting to get cooking. Did you see that?
No, I didn't see who was getting cooking. I know for sure he took a Reese out. Every time Reese hit like a three, he would take Tyrese out. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he took what's his name? The point guard.
D'Lo.
He took D'Lo out when he hit two back-to-back threes. This was in fourth quarter, around 6 minutes in the game. And he was starting to cook. And he took him out. Usually you don't take somebody out that's fresh in the fourth quarter and they starting to cook. So I think everything is for a purpose. I knew it was going to be hard on. I knew it was going to be hard on everybody to lose because it's hard on the players too. It's hard on them to see that, to be losing. Nobody wants to lose.
Thanks.
So, especially the players, especially young players that don't really have a career or don't know where tomorrow is going to lead them to. They might not even be on a team.
Right.
And that's really tough. And it weighs on you. And game by game, it weighs on you. Weighs on the organization too. So they're doing pretty good. I mean, it's under, like Breezy was saying, under 30 losses. That's pretty good. I mean, I told y'all at the beginning of the year, I told people when I was talking, I said, don't worry, but it's going to be hard. I hate to see Cam Thomas not finish developing as we lose, which is hard to develop when you're losing. People miss shots. We talk about him and his assists. You see him make passes, but if they don't hit, it's not going to be a assist. It's just a pass, but it is what it is. I knew at the beginning of the year that this is where we was going, so it's tough, but they needed, I hate to say you need a loss, but they didn't need to win that game. They were winning that game, and I was sitting there going, if y'all win this game, you're going to push yourself back up.
I've been saying that for months, Scott. I've been saying that for months.
But you got to lose the game, but I don't want nobody to bash the players because we lost.
Of course not. No bashing. Maybe claps, and that's about it.
Yeah, see that I don't like that because Nick is participating in our rebuild.
Bro, he got cooked by Bismarck and this kid who was just on the team for like a few weeks, man. We're gonna talk about that eventually. We'll talk about that.
Yeah, we know we need a center. We know we need I don't always thought he wasn't a center anyway. I thought he was a small ball center. You know, because of his ability to run up and down the court, because he can rim run, and he can do good weak side defense. I don't know about initial defense, especially against these centers in this league in the NBA. They not no joke. Even some of the scrubs ain't no joke. I mean, they might not score. They might not be great scorers, but they big dudes. And they play big ball. And, you know, Claxton is a thin dude. You know, so. It happened. And other than that, I'm glad the Knicks lost. I hate to say that. I'm glad the Knicks lost yesterday, and that helps us. And I would like to see a couple of more losses.
Scott's finally on the correct team again.
I like to see a couple more. I hate my Knick fans and people that I know. They all Knick fans around my neighborhood. There are a lot of Knick fans, believe it or not. But I give them the business. I give them the business all the time. So, other than that, I thought it was a good game. I've seen some, you know, I didn't really see anything good about losing a 14-point lead. But I thought Jordy took some people out of the game in the fourth quarter that he could have left in there. Other than that, it was all right. What's where our standards are at? Do anybody know?
Standings. We was in a tie. We might have dropped down to like.
I think Toronto won today, right?
No, Toronto's losing to Washington right now.
Oh, come on. How you lose to Washington?
The Raptors are the smartest tanking team, man. I wouldn't expect nothing less.
They better than Washington. For real.
Right now, we're 13th. We're 13th in the standings.
Oh, okay.
But we're tied with Philly, I believe. I think we're half game behind in front of them now because we lost.
That's what it is. It's like 2 or 3 teams that's trying to stay in it, stay in that hunt to get a high draft pick.
Actually, the Raptors are actually 3 points behind Wizards right now in the fourth quarter. So the Raptors could, if they win tonight, I think they pass us. So
that's right.
We can have the fifth odds. Let's go.
Yeah, but they should be beating. They playing in Toronto. How you lose to the Wizards, and the Wizards are down at the bottom?
Well, it doesn't help that Jordan Poole has 26 right now.
Yeah, but I mean, Jordan Poole is streaky. Yeah,
the Wizards beat us too, bro. Don't you know what I mean?
Yeah, the Wizards beat us.
Let me tell you something. When we lost to the Wizards in Portland, I don't know if a light bulb just went off for the organization, but it seems to have. I mean, you look at those teams; they're nowhere near being competitive, but they have way better younger cores than we do. So if that was the reality check they needed, I guess better late than never, right? So
John, your ass was still panicking. Stop it.
Leaf, wait a second, Leaf. We were in Operation Damage Control, and guess what? Finally, March 8th, this team finally decided to put the lottery pick in front of pride and good vibes. And listen, I thought they were going to win, so I thought, the Hornets, they put out nothing basically. But guess what? The organization finally woke up and said, you know what? We can't do this again. Why are we doing the other tanking teams' dirty work for them and positioning themselves for a lottery pick when we should be the one that's best positioned for a lottery pick? I agree with Breezy, man. You look at the teams that are going to be in this lie with us. Who wants to go to the Pelicans? I'll call them the damn Smellikins at this point. They had their stars already. Anthony Davis, Drew Holiday, Zion Williamson, Brigham. And what do they amount to? Nada. Listen, if any of those stars go to Pelicans again, they're going to be a Zion Williamson on a Saturday night eating burgers and chili fries. That cannot happen. That cannot happen. Brooklyn, man, we have a coach that gives a damn, that puts conditioning as a high priority. I'll give this team credit. They're probably one of the best conditioned teams in the league, even though they don't have the talent. So if you get a top prospect on this team, you're damn right they're going to put in the work to be the best player because Jordy's going to expect nothing less. And you look at a team like 76ers, they shouldn't get any top picks, man. They are stuck in no man's financial hell land. They got Embiid on one leg. You got Paul George with a pulled groin. Listen, I can have a pulled groin. I can do your work right now, man. And Paul George is stealing a whole bunch of money right now. They shouldn't get nothing. They shouldn't even get a gift card to the Cheesecake Factory right now with how bad that situation is. And don't even get me started on the Mavs, man. Listen, Mavs, have fun rolling the dice in Vegas. That's all you're going to get with your financial success. We need a top pick more than you do. So I agree with Breezy, man. We are finally doing things the right way. And with 19 games to go, keep going. Yes, the losses hurt. I don't want to lose to a team that I have slightly better talent than. But you know what? I'd rather have that lottery pick, man, because we need a top prospect to set the system up right, to give Jordy real talent to work with, mold, and develop. So this draft is so damn important. I'm glad that this organization finally woke up, that a lightning bolt went off in their heads, because we need to secure that lottery pick. And finally, things seem to be on the right course. But there's still 19 games to go, so let's keep at it, man. We need to get that lottery pick and make some history this summer and draft that first top lottery prospect. And if it's top 3, we are going to celebrate up in Barclays.
Yeah,
we can have a damn
I'm
good
glad.
time doing
I'm
it,
glad
man.
we get to make John happy. I'm glad. I'm glad we get to make everybody that was saying, "Yo, why are we winning games? Why are we winning
Leaf, this ain't
games?
about me.
Why
Leaf,
are
this
we
is about
winning games?"
every
Hold
Brooklyn
on,
fan.
hold
Wait,
on,
wait,
hold
Leaf.
on, hold
This
on,
is about
hold on a
every
second.
Brooklyn fan that gives a
It's
damn. Leaf, we were a half a game away from a play-in spot before this team
most
finally
of the
woke
people
up.
that give a damn, bro, want to see the Nets win. They don't want to see the Nets shit the bed like everybody else.
And
Most
they
of them.
That's
were
not
before
true.
they woke up. So I'm glad the organization is finally in that mindset of screw the
I
rest of the
said
season. Let's
beginning of the
secure the pick.
season that the shit was gonna go. That the shit was gonna. We was gonna get a damn top pick any damn way. I
yeah,
never
you did
left that
say that.
Now
sentiment.
we're in a better position, Leaf, with now the 5th best odds
I don't give
potential.
a
Man,
damn
we gotta
about a better
calm that
position.
down
We was
until May
getting one
12th.
regardless.
We gotta calm that down until May 12th.
Yeah,
Because the
facts.
fact
I
of the
agree with I
matter, the
agree with
fact
I'm
of the
LM
not
on that.
matter
calming
is, we
shit
don't
down.
know
I
if
said what
if
I
we gonna be
said,
top
LM,
3 or not, bro.
and I mean what I say.
But I'll
The
tell you
league don't
this.
care what you say. It's about
I'll,
what they
I don't
think.
give a damn if
They
they
want
don't
to know what
they
they.
don't
It's
care
about
what
what
I
they
say,
think
bro.
who
It
should
ain't
get the
about my
top
word.
pick.
It's about what I
if
know. We getting the
if we
You
top
don't
pick. End of
know.
discussion.
if we finish with the 5th best odds, we have a shot of getting top 6, and I'll be fine with that because we were potentially going to be 7 through 10 if we were in the playing spot. So thankfully, we left the Bulls out to dry, and now we have a real legit shot to make
I
some good
think
history
I think
and
the
set
top
Brooklyn up
5.
on the right course. I'll be fine with that too,
And the
Scott.
fact of the matter is, and I'm glad somebody said it on that Twitter. If by the grace of basketball gods we end up with the 3rd pick, it wasn't because we did this shit the right way. It would be because of luck.
Yeah,
That is
lot.
that
It's
is
always a
it.
lot. Yeah, it's
It
always
would
a
be
lot.
That is
because
it. It
it
wouldn't
would
because we
be
did it the right
yeah, it
way.
would be
It wouldn't
because of
be
luck.
because we was
Yeah.
doing this great from the beginning of the
No, no,
season.
no, no,
It
no. Ain't
wouldn't.
got
It's
nothing to
not
do with
because of
that.
that. It will have
No.
nothing
It
to do
would
with
be
that.
because of luck. But if you like me, bro, I like the bullshit around a lot, bro. It would be because we owe that shit. Fuck that. That's what I said.
Forget the old stuff. I agree that we've paid a lot of this organization's, harsh
It is a
pains for
lot.
what
It's
they've
a lot.
I mean,
done.
we
But I'll
paid a
say
lot. We
It's
this.
a
paid
lot.
like five, six,
They-
six different
well,
teams. We paying their tax bill
Right, right,
currently.
right. And that's why this makes so much sense for the stars to finally align. The draft's going to be in Barclays like it's always been for the last, decade or so. And now finally we're doing things the right way. And we should be one of those top 3 teams. We're financially making the NBA a lot of money right now. And we have a head coach that actually wants to win. You look at a team like Utah, they just said they might want to blow the whole thing down, even if they get Cooper Flag. Why would you guys now want to give Cooper Flag to Utah when they're thinking of just making the rebuild like 6 or 7 years longer? We're actually in a position where we have the assets. If you give us the right prospects to develop in 2 to 3 years, we could be on that level. Not like Utah is going to be potentially. So things are lining up. It's just, have we done enough? And I think finally we're showing we can do enough.
Listen,
But we still got
listen.
to see what
With all of
happens.
that, listen. To move off of that shit, I already know what pick we getting, bro. Like, and I'm saying it with my chest. Fuck everybody.
So if we get the 3rd pick, say we get the 3rd pick, who would you pick?
Ace.
Or
Ace?
Harper, depending on who gets selected, because there's a case
Okay.
now that Harper could be drafted over Ace, and what I've seen in some mock drafts.
Yeah.
So it could go either
Well,
way.
listen. I mean, if a smart person would pick Ace second, but I'm not leaning on that smart person to be whoever's in number 2. We probably gonna most likely be number 2, but I don't want number 2. I want Dylan off the board. Cause I don't want to be fighting back and forth with nobody that want Dylan, bro. Like I want Ace, and I made my mind up months ago. I'm not going back and forth with nobody on this shit, man. It's I
I
want
wouldn't
Ace, and
feel
that's the
bad.
bottom line.
I
Nah,
wouldn't
leave.
feel
You was
bad
flip
with
flopping
Joey.
for a couple of
No, I
months though.
wasn't.
Yeah,
No,
yes,
I
he
wasn't.
was.
I
Definitely was
He
wasn't.
flip
was
flopping for
No,
a
Ella.
I
couple
was.
of
No, I
months.
Ace
wasn't. LM,
Bailey,
stop saying that
Yegor
shit. I was just
Devlin.
answering questions.
I
That's
think.
what I was
Nah,
doing.
it wasn't that.
No, it was questions
it
coming up, and I was
wasn't
just
that.
answering them. I was just playing ball. That's what I was
Oh,
doing.
okay.
I knew
All right.
exactly what I knew and wanted the entire time. Please stop pulling that rhetoric out, bro. Those
You
are
did.
lies.
You did at the beginning. Said Ace. You did.
I said at the beginning, I was sold on Ace after 5 minutes, man. I ain't like I'm watching two Ruckus
I tell
games.
you
Who
this,
sent you that? Who sent you that video? Yo,
man, I'll tell you this: if we could draft Ace and
I
Diego
was.
Damon, man, two 6'5+ foot type players, man, we'd be in a great position. We get
I
tall
would.
as a team,
I would
you
like
get a good
Dylan.
playmaker,
I
and
like
you get
Dylan. I think
what's your
Dylan
Ace
is.
and Ace.
Dylan
Hey,
also.
Player one
listen.
putting up
If we
receipts
get
in the comments.
if we leave this draft with Ace and Jaegor, I'm fine. I'm
Same.
cool.
I
I'd
would
be
actually give
happy
this
with
organization a lot of
Dylan
credit. I would say
and
you finally
Queen.
got
I would
bigger as a
Jaegor's
love
gonna be
team.
Dylan.
taken. I
look
think
at
If
Jaegor's
we
gonna be
leave this
taken.
draft with
You
Ace
think
and
so? I
Jaegor,
think
bro,
Jaeger might fall back.
Nah, he might be in that top 15.
You
if
think
we
so? Oh
leave
yeah,
this,
yeah. I can see him in the top 15.
if
They
we
Top
had him in
leave,
the
15, he's
top
gonna be
10.
taken.
They had him in the top 10.
And it depends on where
if
that
we leave
Milwaukee
this
and Knicks
draft
pick
with
land
Ace
as
and
well.
if we leave this draft with Asa Yeager or Ace and Jeremiah Fierce, I'm cool. Now
Yeah.
now the thing is the demolition ain't over because now you gotta demolish the rest of the goddamn roster so that these young pieces, bro, could get they 17 plus shots a game and 30 plus minutes a game
I
because they
agree.
top
Like,
picks.
yeah,
That's
and Keon
that
Johnson, that's got to end
Yeah,
too.
yeah. So CJ and a lot of these other players, bro, that been locking up minutes, bro. Hey, listen, skedaddle. It is what it is because we got another.
Same with
Because guess
D'Lo.
what, bro? As far as the tankers go, we got another draft that we got to tank for any goddamn way.
Right. That's why you got to let D'Lo go, man. He
we
almost screwed our
Supposedly,
tank tonight, man. D'Lo was
ain't
trying to
gonna
win.
we ain't
They,
got a thing for the other draft. You know what I mean?
we
they
As
ain't
long as
don't.
gonna tank.
No,
They ain't
no,
gonna
no.
tank for
We
that.
we don't. But we
The
don't.
other
But
draft
don't
was
tell
pretty lit
don't
for
tell
top
every Nets
three.
fan that though. Don't tell every Nets fan that. Look, yeah, we got to tank for two drafts, bro. Yo, look what's coming
It's
out
called
next year.
organic tank. It's called
AJ
organic
DeMar, yeah,
tanking.
it's called, yeah. Right,
You
we can't
you
use
want an
that word.
organic
We
tank?
got, we got,
Draft
we got
well.
to. Well, hold up. The correct word is strategize for the next draft. That's what it's called, and that's what we did this year, John. And I knew we was doing it the whole time with your panicking ass. I
There's
knew
no
we was doing
panicking.
it the
I was being
entire time.
realistic with my
I
belief.
think
This
some Nets
organization was
fans.
not controlling things like they are right now. Finally, a switch went off, which I'm glad. But you
I
could have done
can't.
this a
I
lot
can't
earlier.
speak
And
for
I
everyone
knew that
else.
switch was going to go off, bro, the
I can't
entire
speak for
time.
everyone else, but to me, if we're losing, is more fun when you have a player on your team that you know that is eventually going to be handed a keys to a franchise, or at least a young player that you know in the near future. Like if we had a K Cunningham on our team, I wouldn't mind to lose it
I
because
mean,
that's somebody that you know that's eventually going
well,
to. If
to
he hits,
me,
he's eventually going to be given the keys.
well, if we lose it,
We
well,
don't got
hold on.
nobody like that on this team.
I would like
So
to
I
I would like
mean,
to add on to what LM just said. If we're losing with somebody that's not a legal drinking age and he's showing that, bro, then I'm cool with it, bro. If Kay Cunningham was 19 and we're losing, or what CT was 19 and doing all of this stuff and we're losing, then I'll be fine. You wouldn't hear nothing from me. I have a problem with dudes that's like 23, 24, with all of these good ass players that's in between the ages of 20 and 25. I have a problem with us tanking during that session, bro. So if we get a 19-year-old in this draft that's showing that he could take over the reins of this team and get them 17 shots a game and get them 30 plus minutes a game and still be a presence for the future of the build, and I'm cool with that. Then again, after these next two drafts are gonna answer all of those questions. Am I
We can
correct?
we can
Am
answer
I
a
am I
lot of
correct?
questions. We can answer a lot of questions this summer. If we do draft very well, all you got to do this summer is trade Johnson and Claxton, collect your assets. You have a younger core, right, depending on who we draft. You use that lineup, let Jordy really develop players, and that sets you up well for 2026. And I would use the cap space this summer to be that third team facilitating deals and collecting more assets. So we're well ahead for 2026 free agency. Looks a hell of a lot better than this summer's free agency. This summer, management actually has a great chance to right all the wrongs that we've been telling them to right, especially if they draft well on top of it. So this summer is probably the most important summer in Brooklyn Nets history. I'm just glad we're protecting our lottery pick because that gives me some hope and clarity that this team really does want to do this right this summer.
Player. They're going to get a good player.
Yeah.
They're going to get a good player.
They got to move some pieces off too, Scott. Like you were saying, man, Claxton Johnson.
But they're going to
get rid of them before the values get worse.
They're going to get a good
It gives
player.
you hope that they want to rebuild, bro.
Right,
and
right.
They want to
They're
rebuild, and they want to rebuild with something entirely fresh out of the popcorn box.
They're going to get a good player. They're going to get a good player.
They already said they want to rebuild. It's just how you look at the rebuild. Because, like I said, they already got so many young players already. They're going by that second draft, they're going to overlap with young players.
Right,
you know?
right. Yeah, they're going to have to make moves.
Yeah, you're going to overlap.
They got to make moves. They got to make moves.
They got 3 picks next year. They got 5 picks in this draft. You know what I'm saying?
They're not worried about.
Ice. Let's be honest, bro. It's only the 2 players that we pick out of this draft is going to get the most minutes. The other 3, bro, they probably going to be on sabbatical or 2 ways, bro.
You don't know. You don't really know.
Usually, you have to be in order to get on a 2-way. You got to be way in the 50s or something like that most of the time for you to get on a 2-way. You know what I mean? I mean, not all the time, because sometimes your first round lottery pick end up in the G League too. So you know what I mean?
Yeah, you never know. I'm just saying.
Listen. The only thing I dismiss is trading up in the. The only thing I was dismissing. Hold on. The only thing I was dismissing was trading up in the draft. Once the draft is done, once the first round is done, then that's when the trades is probably going to be happening for number 27. The number 27 pick probably going to be traded for the number 21st and another pick for the future or some shit like that. However the case is going to be, bro. The point I'm trying to make is this: the 2 picks that we get from 1 through 20, those are going to be the picks that's going to be most valued, bro. They're going to be the picks that's going to be most valued by the organization if they reset this roster, like they supposed to.
Well, yeah, they should be
OKC on the Spurs. Well, Leaf, you got to look at the Spurs and OKC. Those are probably 2 of the most competitive teams in this draft. They're probably going to want to trade their picks for other teams. So if we're a team that could do something with them, I definitely would consider it because we have the assets that they.
We need to stay as far away from them teams as possible.
What do you mean, like not do any business with them, especially if they have a pick?
Don't do no business with them. You know why, bro? Because Sean Marks, when he does business with former teams and in former places, I don't like it, bro.
It don't come out good.
It don't come out good.
Yeah, but you heard Darren Fox said he wanted Cam Johnson. There's an out right there.
And if you keep knocking on this door, about we could trade up in the draft and Sean Marks has opportunity to do. No, he doesn't. For the last time, he does not. Do not trade a damn thing. You ain't good at trades. Stay away from it.
That's why we need a new GM, Leaf. Is if we don't have a guy that can be strategic like that.
That's a waiting game, bro. That's a waiting game. As of right now, his job is to draft as good as he can possibly do. Show that he could draft something other than Kevin Durant tapping him on the shoulder and saying pick Cam Thomas. And then yeah. So that's what he got to do. He got one job: draft. Don't do shit else. Don't make a move. Don't accept a phone call. Turn your fucking phone off.
Seriously, get a point guard, get a point guard center combo, or get a power forward and a center combo. Get any type of those combos, and we should be good in this draft. I don't think you get all of it, but if you get a point guard and a center, I'd be happy if I'm going to know what we need right now.
You don't
You get
really
those
go
two
by
out.
Let's be honest.
strong
When you
though,
say
John.
let's be honest, when you say point guard or center, you really mean power forward. When you say power forward or center or point guard or center, you really mean power forward or Derek Queen. Let's be honest, bro. We ain't interested.
Or Thomas Sorber because he's going to be around the 20th in the draft
Oh
bracket.
my
He's
god.
he's a decent center too. Somebody says he has a Bam Adebayo
I,
type build, which is
I,
interesting.
I
I need to
Bam
see
out of
more from them development
listen.
guys.
I will shake hands with the person that said that when we get to that bridge, bro. Other than that, bro, listen. When you say center, we all know that you mean Derek Queen. Everybody knows that, bro. Like,
We
and
the front office don't know that because they might.
Yeah, they don't like choosing 7-foot centers. Like how
I'm
Maui
not.
was
I've said
coming up with us.
repeatedly, if Asen Newell and Queen came up on the board,
You take
knowing
Arsenal.
Sean Marks, he would take Asen Newell because he fits the
Oh, that would just be
prototype of what that
horrible.
player would,
And you
of
said he's
what
like
he
a
likes
Nick
on the team.
Claxton, right? He's like a quicker Claxton. That would be
No, he's a
horrible, man.
better Claxton to
But
me.
we don't
He's a
need a
better
better
Claxton,
Claxton. We
but
just need a different player
he
altogether,
said a
though.
better Claxton, bro. Like, I
Yeah,
need to know. I need to
he's a
know.
better Claxton, but he has weight on him. That's the thing.
He's a better
He's not
Claxton, but
skinny.
he has weight on him.
that's
So,
what he
Yeah.
would draft. He would draft.
yeah. All right. Listen. I know.
Hold on,
Listen.
hold on. Hold on. I just wanted to say good looking. I was on dad duty for sure. Thank
Oh
you.
yeah. No doubt.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Of course.
But
But
hold
okay.
on.
So
Hold on. Did we go around the panel? Did everybody speak? Because I know we heard from Iceman Lee for sure.
Yeah,
Did
I
we hear
spoke.
from
No,
Joey B.
I didn't
Taylor,
speak.
Scott?
Joey's in here,
Oh,
man.
yeah, Joey, talk to us, man. And again,
Joey,
just
step to
after
the
the
stage.
just
I'm gonna be
yo,
real
player
brief.
one keeping receipts like a mug, bro. Go ahead.
Yes, he do.
Nah,
Yes, he
I'm gonna
do.
keep it brief, y'all. I mean, this was a classic Nets fourth quarter meltdown, man. These are just teachable moments that's gonna help mold some of these young Nets, the ones that's supposed to be in the league anyway. The other ones ain't even supposed to be here, but that's another topic of discussion for another time. I mean, the tank is still alive, man. Keep the tank alive. We will be in the bottom 5 in no time. The way Toronto was playing, we are going to be in the bottom 5 in no time. So it is what it is, man. We know what we need. We need more talent. We know a lot of this team right now ain't cutting it. Nobody should be mad about these losses. And
Joey, can we get to the other part of the show with you right now? About the expectations of whatever draft pick that we get. So let's say hypothetically we get the first pick, second or third pick. There's expectations behind that. Like if we get the third pick, I'm trying to convince the other Nets fans that this guy's supposed to be averaging about 20 plus. Like,
well, we spoke about this yesterday, Breezy, and
that's what I'm saying.
I said I really don't agree with that. I would like him, whoever we draft, I would like him to average between 16 and 20. If they don't get 20, I'm cool with it, bro. 20 is that's tough, bro, to average 20 points.
Okay, but 16 to 20. But you see what I'm saying? Like a number 2 option or a 3 option.
Yeah, but we also talked about a lot goes into play with this. It all depends on their setup when they get to the team, if they're going to be the first option, if they're going to be the second option, how many shots they're going to be required to shoot. So we don't know that. We don't know what's expected of them and how they're going to be set up. Some guys go to bad teams and they get free reign to do whatever the fuck they want.
Tell them something, Joe.
So we don't know. And there are other guys. Hold on, Breeze. Other guys got to play within the system. You feel me? So, that's really really hard to gauge. I'm not going.
You don't think that would be the case here?
I think that would be the case here because
it
Jordan
depends on what the roster look like.
Yeah.
If we were drafting somebody like
if we blow up the roster for them 2 picks, my nigga.
So
then
Joey,
that's the
my
only way it's
example,
gonna
right? If we was let's say we got Wemby, right? If Wemby was our pick, I don't think they would force him to be into a role. I think they would tell him, "Yo,
no,
go do what you do."
Absolutely not. But
I don't think they're gonna tell him, "Yo, be a spot up shooter." Yo, play in the floor of the offense. No, go do what you do.
Wemby's generational, right? We don't know. Our guy. I mean, no disrespect. We might get a VJ Edgecombe. It's VJ. I mean, VJ. You can see VJ Edgecombe on that fine line of either being like really, really good or just being okay and playing within the system for his first year. We don't know.
Wemby is an anomaly. Like you
No,
get
but I'm saying even
Wemby.
with Cooper Flag getting the hype that he's getting, yo, he's generational. Yo, he's gonna be the great. He gonna be one of them. If he
So
comes here, you're telling him, yo, you're playing in the Florida office, or you telling him, yo,
nah.
go
I
do
mean,
what
I
you
don't think
do?
no,
Coop. I
no.
don't think Coop
You're
would
not.
mind playing in the Florida offense.
Well, he.
The thing is, Coop could do other things too, bro. Like the thing about it is, they're looking for what he's most effective at, bro. Like it could
Yeah,
be
yeah. It
defense. It could be
depends.
defense and playmaking and rebounding. It don't necessarily has to
Yeah,
be
I'm not.
shots.
But he's good
And
at all three of those skill
we talk
sets, and
about
that's
if we
basically
get
what
Coop
he's
though.
looking
We
for.
don't know
We'll
if we
Yeah,
get
but
see.
what?
Coop.
Yeah, but
We'll
he's
Like
see.
good at it. But
what
what
if
is he elite
hold
at?
on real quick? What if we get Derek Queen? We don't know if he's gonna be getting Coop. They're not gonna ask
Right.
Derek Queen to do the same thing Coop. He wouldn't get
So
that free reign Coop
hold
would
on, hold
get.
on,
Claxton
Exactly.
hold
is
on,
starting,
hold
so
on,
we
hold
don't
on,
even
hold
know
on,
if Queen gonna get the
hold on.
minutes.
Hold
Hold
on,
on.
Leaf and Joey. Hold on, we gonna go to ice. Hold on. I just want to say this. The reason why I'm keep harping on the 20 points per game is because everyone that pretty much agreed they didn't want Cam Thomas to be the number one scorer. So I'm
Right,
like, all right, cool. So that's what we should look for. I thought we prioritize
bro.
shot creating and who we draft, but it
This,
seems
this
like y'all don't agree with that.
this is all I want. Real quick, I'm gonna land the plane, then y'all can go. I want the Nets to draft a very, very good big man, and I want us to draft a good point guard.
Wing.
As long as we do that, I'm good, bro. As long as we draft a solid guard and a solid big man, I'm Gucci.
I
That's a
agree.
good, it's a
That's
good
what I said
combination,
from the
Tim.
beginning.
I'm okay. I'm okay with
Oh, I'm
that. But I
okay
do.
with that.
I'm okay with that, but I
Me
do you
too.
one, but I do you one better, bro. In a perfect world, bro. Like, listen, a top notch wing and a top notch big, bro. Like, I'm all ready to go. Listen, if you want to get AJ DeBonson in the next draft, bro, okay, be greedy all you want, but I'm ready to go. If we get in a perfect world, if we get Ace and Derek Queen out of this draft. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But I know the likelihood of that happening, bro, like is very, very slim to none, bro. Like we probably gonna get Ace and then somebody else, or we probably gonna get Derek Hart, but Derek Queen or somebody else. So
Let me
so
More
that's
Thomas
how it's gonna
Sorber.
go.
let me
So
say
so
this about
so
the
I
point.
don't know.
the real
Just
just to land the plane,
the ice up there.
yeah, just to land the plane before I pass it to ice. I think it's all about who the roster is constructed, how the roster is constructed. If they come into next season and Cam Thomas is inked for 4 years, 100 mil, I guarantee you, bro, a top pick is not going to get no 17 shots a game before Cam Thomas or CJ and the niggas that's getting paid money. It's just not happening.
All right,
No,
I
Cam Thomas
agree.
will be the
Yeah,
number
that
one.
makes
Go
sense.
ahead,
But
ice, man. Go ahead,
but,
ice.
but
I disagree.
so when
That
y'all
makes
talking about
sense.
it, when y'all talking about the last stream
Now
about the
let's
point
see.
break, I looked it up, right? So in the last two drafts, there's only two people that that scored over 20 points. You know what I mean? The average. It was Wemby and Brandon Miller. Everybody else is nowhere close to 20 points. Everyone is down at 12 or you know what I mean,
Yeah.
10,
Now, Ice, you got to
13.
put Paulo in there. He averaged 20 his first year.
He was in the draft before that. The
But you
third
said the last two
Oh,
seasons.
you talking the last two?
last
Okay.
yeah, the last two seasons. There's only two people. So you gotta think out of them two drafts of what is it, 50 or 60 or
Mm-hmm.
120? There's only two. There's only two people averaging 20 points out of that
It's
120.
Wimby and who else?
And Brandon Miller.
Brandon Miller.
Yeah, that's it.
That's 2023, right?
2 years ago. I think it's 2 years ago. Yeah, the last two drafts. Wemby's draft and the last one.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's only two players
So
that average that much.
So what you saying? I'm asking too much from a rookie at a draft pick.
You asking way too much for a rookie.
It depends.
No,
Like Lee said, it all depends.
It
Because
depends. Yeah.
you got after those two, it was the two twins, Asor and the Thompson twins.
with
They
Detroit.
was in there. But look at the style they played.
Yeah,
But you know
that's
what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
and the
Ain't
team
neither
they
one of
went
them
to.
niggas getting 17 shots a game.
Right.
No.
And the team
Well, they
they went
can't
to.
shoot, so I mean,
No, they're not great
there's
shooters.
that
No.
too.
That too. So that's what I was saying. If you land VJ, you don't
That's why it
expect him to
depends on the
drop
player,
30.
Ella.
Yeah, I don't expect VJ to, you know what I'm saying? I like 12, 13 for VJ his first year or something like that till he get
But
I don't
comfortable.
expect I
but
don't
hold
expect
on.
Diego to get 17 a game.
But with the
I don't
Thompson
expect
twins,
Derek Queen to get 17 shots a
but with the
game.
Thompson twins, they wasn't exactly scorers. So I
Right.
understand.
You
To
get to
them, I
scout and you put
understand
the
them
team
averaging
scores.
13 or 12
Right,
because
exactly.
their highest asset is athleticism and defense. So that's a given. I was like, all right, they got a guy that can defend and do all the other stuff, but he's not a
Right.
scorer. That's never been their game.
And you also right about your man Castle that is basically kind of over there to be sort of a Swiss Army knife because we know what he is as a defender. What I'm trying to tell you is, bro, with Cam Thomas and Cam Johnson coming into next season, both inked on high dollars, and we had plenty of conversations about players that's paid that need to get the most shots. And Jaden told us about players that's paid that need to get 17 to how many shots a game because they the highest paid players on the team, this, that, and the third, and they known to be shooters and they known to be scorers. Listen, if Ace Bailey comes on this team and he doesn't prove right away that his 17 shots a game is more efficient than Cam Thomas,
he's not going to get the light.
Exactly.
He's
So
they gotta
move.
The light. I don't care how you.
Bruh, if Cam Johnson is in front of him, they're not gonna get the light.
Disagree. I disagree.
If Cam Johnson is in front of him, he's not gonna get the light.
I disagree with that wholeheartedly.
I don't know what you're disagreeing about.
I don't know.
Cam Johnson has to be moved out the way.
When you stop talking, I can tell you. Listen, the reason why I'm disagreeing is basically because Cam Thomas should have been had the green light for one. For two, again, shot creation is supposed to be essential to this team. If Jordy Fernandez is a defensive coach, it's certain X's and O's he don't know. He need a shot creator just as good as Cam Thomas, and this is why I keep harping on whether it could be Derek Queen or Trey Johnson. If y'all saying Trey Johnson defense is whack, I respect it. We can get a Derek Queen. That'd be an inside-outside offense. But again, everybody keeps saying that Cam Thomas can't do it by himself, which put emphasis on whether whoever we pick is going to be a number 2 or number 1 option with Cam Thomas on the scoring side of the ball. And more what I'm getting is what I said prior before all the debating is that he's going to be a number 1 option on his team. And my point to Leaf is I don't care for Cam Johnson to be a number 2 option. Ace Bailey or whoever we draft could jump right in front of that and be the number 2 option over Cam Johnson. I don't look at Cam Johnson as a duo with Cam Thomas. I look at him as a number 2 option because we don't have another shot creator. Right. Not to say he's not a shot creator, but I don't think he's a second duo type of shot creator. I give him third.
Hell no.
Or maybe fourth. But not
I know what you mean. I
agree with both of y'all, but Leaf is right. So all right, paint the picture. You get Ace, and you gotta divide the shots. You got Cam who getting paid and Cam who getting paid. And now you got a rookie that you just drafted, right? And say Ace doesn't come out the gate shooting well because you got to divide your shots. You're gonna give him a chance. You know what I mean? He's a scorer. But say he doesn't score well, right? You're gonna end up like pushing his shots down a little bit. You know what I mean? He gonna end up going into being your third option, so he can get going there instead of putting pressure on him when you already got 2 guys who need shots. You know what I'm saying, to do what they do. So to Lee's point, he is right. Like if you're not performing, that's how people end up back in the G League, or like, all right, he still needs to develop. Let's send him down there.
I don't disagree. I don't disagree with that. What I disagree with is the pecking order, right? Plain example. When Orlando got Paolo, right? Franz was their overall guy. When he got there, Franz was their pick. That was their high pick. So they was looking to see, was Franz something? Cool. When Paolo got drafted, and I don't know if Ace is gonna do this, but his very first game against Detroit dropped 30 immediately, almost a triple-double his first game. And they knew, sorry, Franz, you're 2 now.
Right.
Immediately.
Paolo is that generation.
Hold on.
Hold on. That's my point. He said what I said in other words. So that's whoever we draft. That's how I'm looking at it.
They got to be the generation.
That happens though. That's what I'm trying to say to y'all.
Do you see that in the draft?
Yeah, I don't see that.
Generational.
You guys see it play out.
Where's Paolo in this
You're
draft?
making assumptions. You gotta let it play out.
Paolo in this draft?
I'm gonna say this, right?
Who's like Paolo in this draft?
Nobody. Who better than Paolo in this draft?
Nobody.
Why are we comparing Paolo to these guys? Listen, Paolo's a once-in-a-time player, but he's one player.
Yeah, he is though. But right, these between Cooper, Dylan, Ace, and I would even say Trey. Right? Cooper really ain't a scorer. You know, he an all around game. But
Dylan.
you get because I looked at this morning. I looked at the numbers between Trey and Ace, and they're very close. Shot making, defense, everything. Trey actually plays some defense, but
Yeah.
they were saying like he is everything for his team. So most of his time goes spent on the offense. So he don't got much to give on the defense. You know what I mean? He's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know what I'm saying? Shot creator for his team. He does everything, and his number's still close to ace on defense. So what I'm saying to you is, if one of them, you get one of them on a bad team. I mean, on a decent team like ours is bad, but you got, you know what I'm saying, is he got decent coach. They will show that they got skills to do a lot of a lot of things, right? You know what I'm saying? It might not be like Paulo. They might not drop 30, but they
Yo,
might drop like 15 to 20. You know what I'm
listen,
saying? Given the
Ice.
yeah.
Ice, what I'm trying to say to you is the reason why I disagree with you and Leaf in this sense where of course you could say what if it don't work. I don't think it's the case. I think it do work. I think you put Ace Bailey in a situation where he's playing under the 3-point line, being a 6'10" forward, seeing what KD was on this team. I mean, Jordy Fernandez got us had seen that. He had to see KD on his team. And that being said, the city wanted, the city needed, the Brooklyn fan base, everybody, the energy is here for us to get a high draft pick and for him to be a friend, maybe the face of the team or face of the franchise. I'm not going to say, I did say earlier the face of the league, but I was just talking about shit. But case in point is, why not have a player on the Brooklyn Nets that's the face of the league? Why that can't be for us? Why that can never happen for us? It could happen for us. That's what I'm trying to say.
If our organization stops screwing up, we can definitely have it, Breezy. And now we're finally doing that by not winning tonight.
When we
Tonight was
ever
that
had a face
message
of the league on the
that they
team,
care
bro?
about drafting somebody good. And I will say this about Ace Bailey. Leaf, I think with Ace, he's probably going to need the most development out of the top three with Harper and Cooper. I think Harper and Cooper are a little bit further along. So if we get
That's
Ace,
where
it's
Jordy
actually not
come
a
in.
bad thing. You know why it's so good to have Jordy? Regiment. He's going to put Ace on a weight regimen program his first year. He's going to have him develop muscle. You're going to see Ace Bailey in some games where he looks very gassed out, but you're going to start seeing little things like the defense coming out more, the athletic ability, because Jordy's going to be challenging him to take his game to a whole completely different level. So if we get Ace, I think his whole game, his whole everything is going to change with a team like this, because this team cares about cardio and instilling good habits as far as training
You
and
know what?
weightlifting goes.
I agree with you. And to piggyback on that, bro, you could tell from the training camp. There was a lot of guys that came out of that training camp, bro, that just was just gassed and winded out
Yep.
early on in the season, bro. And you could tell how it ended up in the season, bro. Like I think, like, listen, the Cam Thomas injury is going from hamstring and hamstring, and we all know what comes after that. And Noah Clowney, bro, he had an unfortunate situation, but like the thing is, Noah Clowney kept crashing on plays he didn't really have to crash on. That's part of what a Jordy wants you to do. He wants you to crash and get on it. Listen, get after the hustle plays and get after the rebounds and do everything, all the intangibles on defense and all the intangibles to make a lot of recoveries on defense and make a lot of recoveries for rebounding and stuff like that. So the play players like Keon Johnson don't gun me down for this. Players like Keon Johnson and Zaire Williams, I think those type of players fit that mold. Not saying that they're gonna be here. Not saying that Keon ain't gonna be here or Zion ain't gonna be here. This, that, and the third. Those type of players fit everything that Jordy is trying to preach from day one. And I think it all starts in training camp. But we're gonna see, man, who built for it. That's what we are gonna see.
I definitely see it more with Zaire because he's been so consistent this season. He's been the first successful reclamation project. Defensively, the energy's been great. He had one bad game recently, but tonight, the three-point shot, he made 4 threes. Like, he's a way better three-point shooter than Keon Johnson is because Zaire picks and chooses his shots. He doesn't just try to get off shots. And you need that team-type player. That's where I think Zaire should get a contract because he fits that team atmosphere. He can start on some nights. He can back up on some nights. And I think you need that switchability.
Hold on. Let me say this. That's what I'm saying. Now we being realistic. We're not scrapping the entire team and then just getting a whole new team. For the most part, out of the 4 players that we get in the draft, how much of that's going to impact the Brooklyn Nets? We probably get 2 in the rotation, or all 4 players are going to be in a rotation. I'm just looking at it for what it's worth. I
You
like
gotta
if
look. You
somebody
gotta look at how many players we got on contract and how many players we willing to
right.
take
So
that
Right.
top
hold
dollar
on,
for.
but no, but case in point is I'm saying that to say now this is the real narrative about really what's going to happen with the roster. Like we're going to get 4 guys in the draft. I think we play 2 of them. That's just my opinion. If we get a
I
big
do
man
too.
like Sorba, I think he gets minutes because I don't think Clax dominates enough for someone else not to get a shot, or Dayron Sharp for that matter.
Facts.
Like
Yeah.
they have streaky games. I mean, where streaky games where they'll play good basketball for real. But then you know what I mean, not so much. And it's like, again, my thing is they just leave space for someone to get drafted and kind of take minutes from them. You know what I'm saying? I just call it how I see it. But
That's
again,
not a bad, and that's not a bad thing either.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, if we get a top pick, the thing what I learned about these top picks that separate from Cam Thomas is they guarantee the minutes. They guarantee the minutes and they guarantee the opportunities. That's more 9 times out of 10 what their contract look like. If you
realistically, it's only one top pick, bro. Like that's realistically what it is. It's one lottery pick.
But still and all. But what I'm saying is this is why I'm thinking they could be a second option. Because if they're going to be getting the top pick, that top pick should be looked at like, all right, we're going to play a. And far as what I've seen, yo, I'm confident that Jordy Fernandez could coach a player into a star or a superstar. And he need a player that could play under the basket, whether it be Dylan Harper, Cooper Flag, or Ace Bailey. Whatever player we draft, they got to play under the 3-point line. If they don't play under the 3-point line, if we just get another quote-unquote shooter who could play from the wing, and we got enough wings. We know what to do with that part of the offense. We don't play under the 3-point line. This shit ain't even going to reach its full potential. We got to
want ultra versatility, Breeze.
Line, bro.
You want ultra versatility, and that's the great thing about the top 3 players in this draft. All 3 of them possess versatility, which is rare in a draft. Usually in drafts, it's a guy's a really great scorer or he's a great defender and his scoring's average. I think Cooper's an ace of all trades. Like, he could do a little bit of everything. Offensively, I know he has to find an identity a bit more. Ace, man, if he just gets the right coaching staff, he can be a killer mid-range assassin type shooter. And Dylan Harper, closer, alpha type personality. Like, those are the types of guys you want somebody like Jordy develop. And we're in a position now where it could be possible, but we just got to see the rest of the season play out. But if we get one of these top 3 picks, it changes your whole trajectory as a team. You actually have somebody that is going to be a long-term part of this future, and that's what we haven't had to feel yet. We're going to make history this summer, and I hope it falls in our hands, man, because it would be something great we could all celebrate.
We all gonna listen. Hey, listen. I agree. I think we all made valid points about like who we want in terms of how the X's and O's fit. But I'm confident that whoever we draft, like most, if not majority of the talent that we get out of this draft, Jordy is gonna figure out how to help them fit into the structure of how he wants them to play. That's what I'm confident, and that's going to start in training camp, man. When he got a lot of these rookies, listen, whoever we get at the 5 and the big man, they're going to have to prove that they can outwork Claxton and they can outwork Dayron if they still here, but during training camp, you know what I'm saying? They're going to have to prove that.
I'm trying to tell you, they draft any one of those dudes between 20. See, only one that might not outwork Clax and them, I think, is Danny Wolf. He played like a power forward, but he's 7 foot. But all the dudes that's the center that's in this draft, they'll outplay them, especially offensively. They'll outplay them.
I've seen that too, Ice. I feel it too. Ice, I want to get your thoughts on Nolan Traore. Where do you think he falls in the draft? He was a point guard that was going to be in the lottery, then he fell out of it, then he was falling down. Like, let's say we don't get a point guard and you have to choose between him and Boogie. Does Nolan Traore do anything for our team in our future?
He is still, I think he's still in the lottery. He recently started playing well. The reason why he fell down and fell out of the lottery is because his offensively, he wasn't scoring well, he wasn't shooting well, he was still, you know what I'm saying, trying to get going. And towards the end of his season, I believe he started picking back up, so they put him back in the lottery. So he is still like a decent point guard. He's just like, he just don't have the same buzz anymore. You know what I mean? Because Jeremiah and Ashworth and Yegor, like, you know what I'm saying? They got the buzz, but he's still there.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Interesting. Thanks, Ice.
We will see. That's for sure.
But again, that I'm just saying what I want to see because I don't know what's going to happen. There's a lot of unpredictable stuff that
It
be
is a
happening.
lot of unpredictable stuff that can happen.
Word. So, but
Players
again,
can
man,
get hurt, all kind
yeah,
of things.
yeah. Hopefully that don't happen. You know what I mean?
I hope
I
not neither, but it
like.
happens.
As long as we pick players at the positions areas we need, it's good. I just hope we don't get two players that play the same position. You don't want that.
You
It's
mean
No,
like
I
Trey
don't.
You don't want
Johnson?
two
You
guys in the
mean
same
like Trey
position.
Johnson?
It kind of ruins the purpose.
You
No,
bro.
I
mean
don't
like
think
Trey
it does.
Johnson?
Thanks for mentioning that, Lee, because I have my qualms about
You
whether
mean
a
like
Thomas
VJ
and Trey Johnson
Edgecomb?
pair could work. I like Edgecombe's upside, Leaf. I know some people are very down on him, but if he could put the
But
offense, the
that's
defense,
another
and
two
it lets them
guard.
together, it changes the whole
The
narrative about the guy.
the hell with that upside, bro. Like that's another two guard. Like some of the skilled stuff, bro. If you're coming into the league, you either have it or you don't, bro. Like it's gonna take a like that like a lot of the things about breaking that. The hardest thing to do that if you can't do at a certain height is break down defenses and make plays. If you can't do that, bro, listen, you can't do it. They're gonna put you somewhere else and they're gonna turn you into a specialist. I'm telling you, bro. Like it's very, very difficult to do. Now, in terms of shooting and working on your shot and working on your free throws, those are skill stuff you could do. But some of the things that we coming into this draft, we need to have skilled at, bro. Like I personally think we need a highly IQ players coming out of this draft. It's one of the reasons why I mentioned Jaeger time and time again. It's this one of the best passes in this draft, and you cannot teach that shit at all. That's something that you either have or you don't. And I think it was proven, bro. Like when we had, excuse my language, Ben Simmons on this team.
Ugh.
Nobody. Listen, one thing for sure, two things for certain. Nobody is passing the ball, and nobody is finding and delivering on a dime like he was doing. And that still kind of reigns to this day, bro. You might see very few players like Joker, like Luca, like LeBron. He would like that his passing ability is on that level still.
Thread the
And he's
needle.
and yeah, and threading the needle on is still. So if we get that type of play out of this draft to go along and to fit into the ball movement system that Jordy got in place, that works. Because I think
Yeah,
Jordy
he
wants
not
to
playing
implement
under
a
the
lot
3
more of
point
that.
line enough. Man. He not playing under the 3 point line enough for me, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. 53 pointers is 53 pointers, and we was 14 for 50. Like I'm not feeling that. Like y'all know I'm a fan, but again, it's more on the defensive side of the ball. I see the effort, I see the rebounding, I see, you know what I'm saying, the tenaciousness on the defensive side of the ball. So I give Jordy Fernandez credit for that. But on the offensive side of the ball, it don't matter if it's Steve Nash, Jock Vaughn, or Jordy Fernandez. 53 pointers, 14 for 50. That's not good coaching. I'm gonna call it
14,
like I said.
14,
Like
14 for 50 is just not good shooting. I guarantee you a lot of those
no,
threes was open. Because
bruh.
we
No, hold on,
had
no,
night.
hold
Hold up,
on.
Did we not have
Nah,
nights when we shot
no,
15 for 30? Did
listen,
we
no,
have not
no,
have
but what?
nights when we shot
Listen,
19 threes and hit 19?
listen. This is right.
Have
This
yeah.
is hold on. This is why I disagree with a lot of fans, and this is why I feel like the NBA went back. And the reason why is because there's a lot of offense that's being missed. Y'all, before I let y'all on the panel, I showed y'all that space between the inside of the 3 point line and the paint. How there was only 4 shots, maybe only 4 shots attempted. And I'm saying that to say, in that space is more a how you say probable shot to make. The mid range is an easier shot to make than the 3 point shot, and yet we're taking more 3 point shots than middies, and that's what's wrong with the NBA. There's no creativity to get to the basket. And that's why I like Cam Thomas. Say what y'all want about Cam Thomas, but he one of the most physical players. They trying to rip the ball from him. He ripped the ball from them and still make the shot. Like,
I'm
bro, like I'm just saying that to say
The
that
only
part of the offense is missing a lot because they're taking more 3 pointers than middies, and that's why the NBA went bad.
I'm
the
glad when
only
he,
the
I'm
only
glad when
the
he was
only
saying
thing I'm gonna say
They don't play there, and the greats
Leaf,
play there still. So
The
Leaf,
only
let me
the
say
only
one
thing
thing.
the only thing I'm gonna say to that is, bro, like the reason why there's more 3 point shots than it is mid range shots is because most of them mid range shots is highly contested. If Cam Thomas is the only person on our team that can hit elite, highly contested 3 point shots at 6'3", that's part of our problem. And most of the
it's no
reason
pick
why
and roll. It's no pick and roll. Like you gotta run
The pick and roll to get an open mid range, bro. That don't exist in
We
today's
have a
league.
very big. It's a lot more simple than that. We have a very one-dimensional roster of guys that do the same thing.
One-dimensional, bro. Like this is
That's
what
the
I'm trying to
problem.
say. This is not winning basketball. I disagree with player one and Leaf. I disagree with that. The mid-range shouldn't be dead. The mid-range should be well and alive. It's one of the better shots in the NBA. They went away from it, and fans is complaining about the entertainment of it because everybody want to see if they can hit a logo three.
Well,
Like this is why people like get the fuck out of here. That's not even real. Imagine, hold on. Imagine Jordan, and this is what I'm saying. If Jordan stole the ball from Karl Malone and he came down and hit a logo three to win the game, everybody would have been like, get the fuck out of here. This shit ain't even real. But the fact that he came down and hit a mid-range shot to win the game
because he's scared. It's because he has the ability to get to it.
Hold on, let me. And again, it's not about one skill. It's about the taking one part of the game that was great. You took it and you made everything a copycat because of Chat GPT. You looked at the numbers and said, this is what the fans want to see. It's a fucking lie. I want to see a tween cross. I want to see somebody get mixed up going to the basket. Hold on. And I just want to say this. Yes, the three-point game changed the NBA, but so did the crossover. So did the AI's crossover. So did Tim Hardaway's crossover.
So it'll come back. It'll come back.
So I'm saying that to say other things made the game evolve outside of three-pointers, and they making it seem like it's only three-pointers. And it's not fair. It'll
come back. It'll come back.
Well,
listen,
we need a mid-range player. We don't need another player jacking up threes.
What is player one talking about? He says this draft's full of role players. Player one, do you watch college ball? I would highly encourage you to because you're making some really, really bad statements right now. Listen, if everybody's going to compare every prospect to Apollo or Wemby, look at Apollo right now. He's missing his team because they're injured and his numbers are not that good this season. These guys need players to help them win. If you expect them to carry a team by themselves and you're saying they're a good role player, you really don't know what you're talking about. Like these guys are going to need the pieces to eventually show you if they're star players or superstars or generational talent. They can't do it all by themselves. There's only one Michael Jordan in the NBA. There's only LeBron James in the NBA. These guys don't exist like that.
Stop. Jordan ain't do it by himself. LeBron for sure didn't do it by himself.
He sure enough didn't.
Well, the Bulls would have won without Jordan, so it was a two-way street. And LeBron,
mind you, by the way, Jordan won all those championships. Jordan won all those championships when he was 28. So, well, they started when he was 28, and they ended when he was 33. So, in terms of y'all niggas saying, "Yo, these niggas is on a time limit," I'm not with that shit.
John, if you look
but you got
Chicago
was
People need to look up the Bulls stats in '97.
Yeah, they don't know. Chicago was garbage when he came in.
No, I just wanted to say something real quick. John, if you look up that documentary, Jordan's documentary, he even said it himself. Like he didn't really start winning in the league until Phil Jackson came.
Right.
And told him he had to learn how to trust his teammates. You feel me? And that's the only way he was going to really start winning.
Coaching
in the
matters.
league because Jordan was trying to do everything himself. But once he started trusting his teammates, the BJ Armstrongs, like Iceman, like the John Paxson,
Same thing with Kobe.
All the other players with him, he started winning championships.
Yeah, same thing with Kobe Bryant too.
Kobe too.
Kobe too. No matter how great a player is, nobody just wins it on their own.
No, it takes a team. It takes a team.
Right, and that's why I'm saying some people are trying to write off the Coopers, Ace, and Harpers, saying that they can't carry a team by themselves. They're not going to be generational. I think that's total BS.
We don't know. We don't know. I just don't want nobody to sit back and say they are, and you don't know.
I just think that nowadays, John, a lot of people take the pessimistic route. Take the pessimistic routes nowadays. So it's quick to write something off as disappointment when your mind is already made up. Like especially like I don't know. Like it is. It is.
Hold on. Let me slow the conversation down because I like what Ellen said about Jordan not winning until 28. So how long did the Chicago Bulls trust Jordan as a player before he actually won a championship? How many seasons was that?
A lot. Nigga was getting bounced in the first round almost every
It
year.
only took Jordan 7 years to win his first championship.
Right. No.
Right,
Hold on. No.
around
Hold on.
7 years.
Let's hold on. Let's talk about it. Only 7 years, right? Now, when you think about today's NBA in 7 years, to any players that's been drafted in recent history, that's not always the case. Look at Zion traded. You feel what I'm saying? Like, look at these RJ Barrett. He was a third pick, traded. My point is, a lot of these players that have been drafted, and 1, 2, or 3, haven't stayed with the franchise that drafted them for 7 years. If we did it from Jordan till now, or just today's NBA, where I say the last 10 seasons, last 20 seasons, yeah, nah. That's the difference between then and now. You got Dirk, you got the Dame Lillard. Sometimes there's success, sometimes there's not. There's AI, but you feel what I'm saying?
Can I also say something
current.
It's always good to have a longer
I'm glad you
timeline
said
than a
that,
shorter
Breezy.
timeline.
It
Our
was all
problem is
about
we always get
it was
stars
all
that shorter
it was all about
timelines.
timing too,
That's a
though.
problem.
Because when Jordan started winning, Bird was out the league, Thomas was out the league, Magic was out the league. So all the heavy hitters that used to kick his ass was on their way out the door. You feel me? So it was Jordan's time once all those guys got out the way. After he got past the Pistons, it was smooth sailing for
Yeah, it
real.
was.
You got to look
Oh
at
no,
Jokic. I think you got to look at
He said
Jokic too,
smooth
Breezy,
sailing.
because
it
Jokic
was.
is. I think you got to look at Jokic too. Jokic is what, 28 right now, 29. Like
Did you
he's
see
been
the
on the
stat
Nuggets
man
his
the
whole.
other night?
Yeah, but
Yeah, but he
That's
been on the
crazy.
Nuggets his whole career. Like
yeah,
his
Yeah,
whole
but
career, he's
Yeah,
been on Denver.
It
the
was,
thing
it
for
is,
was not
sure.
joke.
the thing
Joker.
is, the
It
thing
took
is
Joker
that
8. It took Joker about 7 years to win it, something like that. He
They
got
they
drafted in
built they built
2016.
Around
special teams,
around
bro. They
around
built
that.
special
Around
the
teams
8
thing
around
years.
is,
Jordan.
Yeah.
right,
You either
with
had
the
to learn how
players,
to play defense or you had to shoot playing with Jordan. You had to
yeah,
play defense or you had to learn how to shoot. They
Yeah.
had
Because
people like Ron
that was the
Harper.
league back then. Yeah.
Yeah, they had people
Yeah,
like
but
you
the
Ron
had to
thing is
shoot in
Harper.
the triangle
with the
offense.
guys,
Yeah.
with the
You
guys
need
that
to just
you have,
spot up shooters in the triangle offense for
Yeah,
What you
sure.
yeah.
said, Ice? What Ice said? What you said,
the
Ice?
the guys that stay on the franchise for a long time, right? When they have that type of talent, the thing is they trying to do is build. They trying to build the right team, right? They trying to figure out every way possible to put the right pieces around this player to make what I'm saying, give us the best chance of winning. When they had Jordan, then they got Pippen, and what I'm saying, then they're like, all right, we're gonna space the floor with these shooters like John Paxson, BJ. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And
Hmm.
they had
Like
Horace Grant.
Luke Longley was a pick and
Then
pop
they got
big, bro.
another lockdown defender when they got Ron
But
Harper.
Ice, if any of our players, and I'm speaking for 2025 and 2026, if
Uh,
any of our players hit a generational trajectory, then it comes to a question of how much are you going to have patience like Denver did with Jokic to all right, you got you him, but now we got to build a team around you. It may not work even if
Hold
he
on,
ascends to generational talents,
LM,
they may not win the first year. They may not win the second year.
I want to see Cam Thomas here for 7 years, man. That's a fact. I want, and on whoever we draft, I want to see them here for 7 years too. And it's hard for me to say that now because I haven't seen them played. But that's the MO. I just wanted to let y'all know that's the
Hey
type of,
Breezy, I
you know
got a
what I
question
mean?
for you,
I
bro.
don't know
That's
if we're gonna have a
the
Steph
What
Curry
do you
play on this
what do
team.
you
I ain't gonna
real
hold
quick,
you.
Breezy,
Like
what
who
do you
stays
think
here
about that?
for?
Yeah,
What do
we
you
got to
think
see what
about that?
happens this summer. We have a lot of decisions to make.
What do
I
you
agree with that, Len.
Breezy?
what you said,
What do
Joey?
you think about that? What do you think about that last shot CT took tonight that he got blocked by Bridges? What do you think about?
I think he understand the assignment. I think he could have after he got to that fake. No,
no,
seriously, I think come
no,
on, man. Like y'all
no.
can
I
see
think
how
he did
he.
do a sell
Hold on,
job. He could have took
let
the
me
mid
answer the question.
range.
Let me answer the
He
question. Let
could
me
have took
answer
the
the
mid
question.
range there.
Yeah, y'all can see how we was handling the Hornets. Like we was handling them. And I
Yep.
just think they just knew they understood the assignment. CT, and from what I've seen in his game, he could have did one or two things. He could have either went, he could have pump fake like he did. That was real basketball action. But after that one dribble pull up, I've seen Cam Thomas do a one dribble
And he could
pull
have
up
shot the
mad
three.
different times. He do a one dribble step back, one dribble pull up. Bro, he got that in his bag. He got that in his game. And he decided to go and didn't get blocked without a foul. Like, it was the cleanest block I ever seen in my net fan life. Like,
that lets you know that
I
it
don't
don't
think
work
he.
on
I don't think he
everybody.
understood the assignment. I just think he overthought it. Like, yeah, I just think he
If you
could have
see
took the
something
mid
like
range,
that go
but
down, bro, that
I.
means your moves don't work on everybody.
See,
You know,
there we
you
go.
know what Cam's best moment for
Doesn't
me
help that the
was
nigga
tonight.
There
Wait,
six
can I
we
say
three,
this?
but
go.
it
Wait, can I say
it
this real?
also doesn't help that he's six
There
three
we
and that nigga
go.
Miles
Wait,
Bridges is 6'7", bro.
Wait, can I
There
say
we
this one thing
go.
though about
There
Thomas
we
that
go.
I did like tonight? He was getting double teamed right near the fourth quarter. And instead of doing a chuck shot, which he would have done a year or two ago, he found Zaire Williams to knock down a three. That to me is the maturity Thomas needs to keep doing. Even if your shots aren't falling or you lose like that, keep finding your teammates. I think Thomas is finally starting to trust his team. And I think that's what he needs if he wants to stay on this team, Breeze. I don't know if he'll be here the next 7 years, but if he keeps doing those little moments, he might have a potential stay on this team. He just needs to keep being an unselfish player and
Yeah,
finding his
no,
shots.
but
Because I think
again,
that's you see a better Thomas
no,
than what you
but
did
again,
before.
let's slow it down for context. He was doubled way above the 3-point line, and he's seen Zaire Williams all the way on the left side of the court for the 3-point shot. So don't this whole he don't know how to beat the double team narrative. We got to slow this down too. Now, for
Nah,
one,
he made the right play.
right, but no, but
I don't
He's
know if we can
getting
not
slow it
only
down
better.
though, Breezy. I don't know if we can slow down that
He's
conversation.
slowly improving on making better
But no,
decisions.
but come on. But my point is that for one, Zaire Williams should have been way closer than that. Like, come on, y'all know they're going to double Cam Thomas. Like, why the hell are you all the way over there
Nigga
in the
says
first place?
Zaire Williams.
Like,
Zaire Williams should have been closer than that. Go ahead,
He made the
continue.
shot. Wait, Breezy, why are you upset? Zaire made the shot. He
Zaire
actually
Williams
made
should have
the
been closer than that.
shot.
This is what happens when you in love, bro. I'm
Listen, no,
telling you.
hold on. If
Yo,
I'm
I
playing,
gotta get
hold
your
on,
belief on this one a little
let me
bit,
say this.
man. How do you diss Zaire
Hold
for
on,
that? He
listen,
made the shot.
Listen, no,
He's talking about the
I'm
one
not
he
saying that.
missed,
I'm
John.
saying that there's a line of critique on Cam Thomas about him not being able to beat the double team, and I'm saying that if I got a teammate and I know they're going to double my teammate, or if Zaire is supposed to know, like, all right, stay close to him because they're going to double him, and that's how Clowney was getting busy. Clowney couldn't hit nothing tonight, but that's besides the point. But Clowney was helping Cam Thomas beat the double team because every time they would double Cam Thomas, Clowney would be at the top of the 3-point shot line, and he would take that shot attempt, and he was knocking it down like 40%. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm saying that to say, yeah, stay close to Cam Thomas at the above the 3-point line because that's where they double him at. And not only there, they also double him when he go to the paint. Like, yo, they was doubling him above the 3-point line and when he went to the paint. So what I'm saying is the players like Zaire Williams, the players like Jalen Wilson, they supposed to be in there slashing to the basket or creating space.
They supposed to be in their spot.
Make it right.
Zaire made the shot though, Breeze.
And make the
He's not
defense.
talking
They make
about
the
that
defense
shot. He's
pay.
talking about the one he
Listen, because they
missed.
They can't be in two places at one time. If they double in Cam Thomas, then you can find a space open. That's my point. So when y'all looking at Cam Thomas, like, oh, he missed that shot and this and that. Where's these other players cutting to the basket? You feel what I'm saying?
John, I think we getting it confused.
All
He's
the
talking
X's and
about the
O's
last
got to be
couple of
right for
minutes.
Cam Thomas.
Hold on, the last couple of minutes.
Shit is crazy.
The whole roster needs a makeover. Let's keep 100. Let's we gotta need a whole new people.
We can't build this roster around. We can't build a team, and I think Iceman said it earlier. If you're building this team and you're thinking about building it around Cam Thomas and Claxton, whoever the fuck is on this team,
Claxton.
you're in trouble. You
Like,
are
come
in
on,
trouble.
man.
You can't think. You cannot think about it like that.
Listen, hold on. I've been consistent the whole night. My same argument, my same debate is trying to score the ball under the 3-point line. Cam Thomas, the whole night, what they would do is, and again, I'm watching the game, and y'all know I'm watching the game because I'm about what I'm about to say. Cam Thomas, the automatic play they were doing, they would have Cam Thomas go into the corner and then try to free himself up on screens. But from 24 seconds to 14 seconds, about 10 seconds go off of the shot clock before they look for Cam Thomas in the first half of that game. He had 7 points in the first quarter, and then in the second quarter, he had 4 points. points. Now I'm watching his game through the lens of a big fan breezy eyes, just so I could come talk my shit to say whether or not Jordy Fernandez is doing the right thing by the best scorer on the team. Are you really setting up offensive plays for him, or are you setting it up to where he had to have ISOs for him to score the ball? What I will say is that coach did counter what Jordy wanted to do with Cam Thomas playing under the 3-point line, because they were making calls for him, but Cam Thomas wasn't the first option. Let's be clear on that. When we watched this game, he wasn't the first option. He was like
tonight. It was
D'Lo.
D'Lo almost ruined tonight, man. Send him to Rio, man. I am over the D'Lo train.
Also made a stupid turnover when he threw the ball away when he got pressured.
I ain't gonna lie. When D'Lo was scoring, John was panicking like a mug.
Yo, because they're coming back, and I'm like, D'Lo, I get it, but we actually have a golden opportunity here. What are you doing, D'Lo? But man, thankfully the results worked out in favor.
D'Lo trying to get paid, bro. Like
Leaf, if we won that game, Leaf, I bet you people would come up and say, "Yo, we got to sign D'Lo for another year, man. He beat the crappy Hornets." That would have been, oh my gosh.
Listen, there won't be nobody in this party.
No, that's like I said. Any of the tanking teams don't have a terrible point guard. Any of the teams at the bottom don't have a terrible point guard. D'Lo is just on this team. He just, you know what I'm saying, he's showing out because they ain't too much of a team. You don't have a LeBron.
Yeah, but Killian Hayes could have been the point guard. Wouldn't you rather have made Killian the point guard?
Before you say terrible point guard, you might want to check out Isaiah Collier. He been balling.
Like Ice, would it have been more simpler if you just called up Killian and not had D'Lo on the team? Would it have been more simpler though?
No, it wouldn't have. I told you because Killian.
How?
Look, because I told you because Killian was down in the G League. He couldn't get on a two-way, so he would have to get signed to the roster. And because you had Tyrese Martin here longer, you know what I'm saying, who was on a two-way but stayed in the on the NBA level, went down to the G League like once or twice, and brought him back up. He gets the contract, so you couldn't bring.
Money wise, if he was the odd man out, money wise.
Exactly. And they didn't give him another a 10-day contract because it was the end of the season. So they thought about it and they was like, it's probably don't make sense. But next year he probably, you know what I mean? They probably try to get him on the roster, maybe. You know what I'm saying? But it wouldn't have made sense because like I said, no one has like a Reese Beekman as a point guard. You know what I mean? Like no one has that. So Killian is all right, but he was just the odd man out, like Joe said.
So, but would you have bought out D'Lo if you made the deal for D'Lo with the Lakers? Would you have bought him out if you were the GM or no? You were going to call up Killian, you just would have kept D'Lo.
We still losing. My thing is, hold on, D'Lo. Hold on. I got you, Joe. Just let me say this: D'Lo is not Schroeder. Schroeder came here. Him and Cam Thomas best. I was talking about shit. Best backcourt in the Eastern Conference.
Yes, it
this
was.
Ain't that. Hold on. This ain't that. So stop acting like D'Lo fucking up the tank, because he not.
You were half a game out of the play-in.
It wasn't D'Lo. It wasn't D'Lo.
I want to bring some.
You're 8-9 with him.
John, pay attention. You doing the same shit Breezy just did to Zaire Williams.
Listen, hold on. All I'm saying is, John Morso was coming in here talking hot like we in the NFL season. They got 18 games in an 18-game span. Y'all was going crazy. Oh my goodness, this trajectory. Y'all saying words like trajectory and shit. I'm just telling y'all to relax.
Like augmentation.
What was the point guard we were just talking about that we just let go? Killian.
Yo, Scott, don't fuck the start, bro.
I'm sorry.
What you say, Scott? What you
say? Not do that no more.
I ain't gonna do that. I'm sorry.
Come on, bro.
I'm sorry, Lee. I'm sorry, my brother.
Go ahead, Joey. Go ahead. It's chaos right now. Go ahead, Joey.
I think we kind of messed up with Killian Hayes, and here's why I say that. I think we waited too long to bring him up. Like,
yes,
if you would have let him play earlier, you would have seen more of him, and then you would have got a clear. You would have had a clear picture of who you wanted between him and what's the other kid's name that we signed that you like, Iceman, the light kid. This is his birthday. Yeah, you would have had a clear idea of who to pick between Tyrese, but since you signed Tyrese so early and you gave Killian such a late start, you had no choice but to cut Killian. I think he got he didn't get a fair shake. You
Nah,
still
nah,
support him?
Where's he at now?
right?
Good point, Joey. Good
He did
point.
it though. All right, peep this, right? He got hurt in training camp, right? And Jordy said he liked Killian, right? So training camp, Martin shows out and Killian gets hurt. So all right, put Killian in the G League. He go to the G League, he get hurt again, right? So his time that he had his chance, it took
He was
longer because he had
rehabbing.
to recover. He had to recover from the injury, and then he started balling. Slowly, he started balling, and then you know what I'm saying. That's when at that time it's like, okay, Killian's down there doing good, but Reese has been up here for this long. You know what I mean? Let's just give him the contract. He on the wing.
Okay, it makes sense now. It makes sense that you said it like that. I didn't know Killian was getting hurt like that down in the G League.
Yeah, he got hurt. I think he got hurt twice in the G League, and that's what set him back. You know what I'm saying? Because they was talking about him earlier. Jordy said he liked him. He was watching Killian, and then he got hurt and for a while. Then he had to come back, and that's what threw him off. And they like, all right, just give Tyrese the contract.
Damn,
and
that's
now,
shitty.
and
He can't catch a break, man.
yeah, because now they got. I don't know if y'all seen that Tyson Etienne. He got the 2-way now. They took Kendall Brown, another wing that we was talking about. They put him back in the G League and brought Tyson. So I thought Tyson was going to get some playing time up here because he runs point guard sometimes, but he a 6'2" shooting guard. But he plays point guard in the G League, and he's just a 3-point threat. You know what I mean? He's short, stocky, strong, get to the cup, but he's small. You know what I mean? So I thought he was going to get some playing time now, but they might not even give him no playing time either.
I ain't even gonna hold you. I would probably wanted to keep Killian over Tyrese. That's just me. In hindsight, I would probably, because we need another point guard. You feel me? And I just think Tyrese, you got other players who offer the same type of shit, man, like Wilson and he is. I don't know. He's a decent little player, but he's not moving the needle like that. You feel me? And I think that point guard position is very important. And being that D'Lo is the only one that we have currently playing point guard, I would say Killian would have been more valuable to me than Tyrese. So that's my
Yeah, I agree with Joey on that. And that's not saying Killian's a great player by any stretch of the means, but he serves a role that you need to protect your lottery pick. That's why it would make sense.
Nah, Joey, bro, he would have helped us win, bro.
Killian?
Hold on. Hold on. Listen.
He didn't have to score.
Listen, when he talking about pulling him up, look at his Long Island Nets numbers, bro. He was doing dumb
That's
numbers.
in the G League, brings crazy.
No, bro. I'm telling you, yo, I call Jordy Fernandez the point guard whisperer. I think it's a game. Y'all can give him.
So you tell me he's gonna have Killian average 25 points a game?
No, I don't think it's points that he needed to do.
I'm just saying, the way Killian Hayes was playing,
it's his ability to get the play in.
Exactly.
He can hold that rock. He's shown.
Listen,
I think. God.
Listen, I'm just saying again. I ain't want to say it like that. I'm not trying to cut Scott off, but the G League pay and the NBA pay is the motivation. If you come to the NBA and after that G League check, you get your G League check, and then they call you up like, nah, we gonna let you come to the NBA.
You're right about that.
I'm not going that far about Killian.
That's a
can't be that motivating.
Deposit?
No, but
I'm telling you, bro.
Can I say this thing about Killian? Killian showed point guard.
You realize, bro, the G League check was a little bit easier than the NBA check, bro, because the NBA check is harder to get.
Huh?
Go ahead.
No, I'm saying Killian has that point guard skill set. He's just not a scoring point guard.
I agree.
And he has the point guard skill set, but in today's NBA, bro, you need the scoring part of your point guard skill set is probably one of the most essential. That's why Ben Simmons is going to be out this goddamn league.
I agree with you,
and that's not true.
He can pass that.
I agree with you that he needs to score. But if he was in this game last night, you might have won that game with him coming off the bench.
True.
Might have. Listen.
No, I'm dead serious.
Hold on, y'all see
with
this?
Killian?
With Killian?
No, guys, Killian is not an offensive guy like that. He's a passer.
He don't have to.
Hold on, y'all. Listen, hold on. If you heard what happened to what's the dude, Michael Porter Jr. brother? You heard about Terry Rozier. Listen, if this is what you're making as a G League player, I'm about to pull up the NBA contract. But if this is what you're making as a G League player, I'm gonna show you what to do. Yeah,
look at all you gotta do is look at Tyrese Martin contract.
There's a big difference, boy.
So, you said Tyrese Martin contract?
Yeah, straight out the G League. Look at Tyrese Martin contract.
Right.
Look at his contract now.
Philly was not going to help us win more games than D'Lo, guys. I got to completely disagree with you.
Not win more games,
he does,
as a backup.
Hold on. He does things on the court that impact the team, even though he's not a scorer. He's
I know that.
Passer.
He a great passer.
He can play defense.
He can put pressure on the rim. Like he has little intangibles about him.
Yes, he does, man. I seen it.
I mean,
he got a good long. He's tall. He's tall enough. He's 6'6". The dude got the skill set.
He would not have been 8-9.
Let Joey finish.
He don't have the skill set as a starting point guard in this league.
Let Joey finish. Go ahead, Joey.
I get it that he's not a scorer like that, but one of his best offensive games this last few games as a net. He shot the ball pretty decent. Like he was hitting the three.
And we lost, Joey, which makes more sense.
He was hurting on teams.
Hurting.
He can.
Scott, you're funny, bro.
I'm serious. If he could score a little bit, he'd be all right.
Bro, let me lay in the plane. I'm not saying he's no star point guard or he's no scorer. All I'm saying is if you would have let him get his confidence up in scoring the ball, he's definitely a backup point guard in this league. He could become that. Absolutely. I think he could.
No, I ain't on
that. That's all I'm
saying.
And
listen, yeah, not with you, Joey. And if you become a backup point guard, you could become a starting point guard like Tyus Jones. Now, again, to the point, you get $40,000 as a G League contract. You get Jordy Fernandez getting all of these players opportunities to go from the G League to the NBA. You trying to tell me $2 million they'll strike your interest? If I know I'm making if I was making $40,000 to play basketball, and I know that I could get an opportunity to make $2 million, bruh.
Bro, yeah, that's it.
I'm giving
so that was going to turn Killing to an all-star on this team if he was called up. No, guys.
No one's saying that. No one's saying that. But you got to look. You're not.
No, but that's the argument I'm hearing that Killing would have been just as impactful as D'Lo. D'Lo's been in the playoffs. Hayes has never touched a toe in a playoff scenario like D'Lo has.
That's not what they're saying, John. That's not what they're saying.
Some quality. He could have gave us some quality minutes at backup point guard. That's all I'm saying.
I agree with Joey. Like Joey saying, if you watched Killian in them last 2 games that he played, the one game Joey talking about, he shot 50% from 3. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he had like 7 assists in both games, or even 3 games. He had like 6 or 7 assists each game. So his offense scoring is not high, but his ball movement and getting the ball where it needs to be is extremely high. That's why Joey liked him. And just like Lee was saying with Ben Simmons, he does that type. He pushes the pace. You notice we lose pace. When he was in, we was pushing the pace because he's pushing the pace. And he had to do that in the G League too. He had to push the pace for the team, get the ball down court and move it. You know what I'm saying? But he was more able to score in the G League than he was in the NBA until Jordy told him, like, go ahead and shoot. And then you seen what he started doing. You know what I mean? Like the opportunity was big.
Yeah, he's like a Ben Simmons light with a little bit better shooting. Ben Simmons light for real.
Yeah, he better than Ben in shooting. That's for sure.
He's not. I mean, Ben is obviously bigger. Ben's
Ben can play in the paint.
Better, but I mean, Killian obviously shoots better. You know what I mean?
He's 6'6", man. He ain't short.
Yeah, bro, hold up. Let's. I want to make one thing clear before we go forward, bro. Like, if any of our point guards that we get in the future that cannot shoot and cannot score, bro, at least 2 or 3 levels, bro, on the court, they are not capable of playing. They are not capable of playing, bro, starting point guard on a successful team in this league. It's just not happening.
Yeah,
you don't want Yegor then because he can't shoot.
Absolutely.
but he can pass
Man,
and
listen,
sustain.
There's a reason why they put niggas like Luka and SGA at the one, bro. Like when your point guard that's supposed to be there, when your Josh Giddey is supposed to be your scorer, bro, and he ended up getting traded to the damn Chicago Bulls because he couldn't shoot.
Listen,
Like,
hold on. I'm not doing. Listen again. This is what I'm saying. This is the whole either 3-point shot or to the basket. These point guards that can't necessarily be lights out shooters. Of course, the shooter is the better player, but to make it seem like they don't belong in the NBA, I disagree. If they could get down here, if they could constantly put pressure on the perimeter defense to get past them and get to the pick and roll,
they belong in the NBA. They just don't belong in the starting lineup.
Listen, what I'm saying is, what I'm saying.
Ben Simmons told you.
Look,
I
what
can
I'm
go
saying,
with that.
that part of the
tells you that's a lie.
The part of the offense
Yeah,
that
I agree with that too.
The part of the offense that get overlooked in basketball is the pick and roll. Like, it's ridiculous. It's so much penetrate dish, always looking for the fucking 3-pointer. I'm exhausted. As a fan, I'm exhausted. Throw on alley oop. I seen Gary Payton and Sean Kemp, bro.
Yeah,
I've seen this shit before. Like, well, I'm not wrong for wanting this. I'm not wrong because Jalen Brunson. I'm not wrong. I'm mad at Jalen Brunson and Cat because they don't throw alley oops. They just shoot 3-pointers together. This shit is ridiculous.
I will
Both of them.
I will agree with you. I will agree with you. Most ones, you absolutely want them to score the ball. And
there's a reason why Amen Thompson, bro, ain't starting at the one.
But there are anomalies. Ben Simmons was an anomaly in that. He was not, prime Ben Simmons was an anomaly. He was not a shooter, but he gave you 16, 8, and 8, and he left his imprint on the fucking basketball court. That is a fact.
Yeah.
How long ago was that?
That was a long time ago.
8 years ago or something like that.
You missed what he said, though.
That guy's not walking Hollywood, man.
And now you fast forward, niggas like Darius Garland, bro, is on the top team in the league. He can shoot and he could pick apart a defense. He has that elite range.
He's on a top team league because they built that team like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mitchell wasn't on that team, bro.
How the hell Ben Simmons got generational wealth? We'll never know.
If they had somebody like Amen Thompson, bro, who was reluctant to have that range, bro, that record wouldn't be like this. I promise you it wouldn't. Y'all gotta pay attention.
He probably wouldn't be on the team.
Y'all have to
focus.
Do it right. Y'all have to focus on how potent the dribble, pass, and shoot point guard is, bro. Especially when they have that a la Steph Curry. A la Dame ability, a la
We get it. But Leaf, I'm agreeing with you, but I also agree with Breezy. They're all point guards, even though they are anomalies, that they're not great shooters, but because they can put so much pressure on the rim and their basket IQ is so fucking high with the passing and getting their teammates involved, they can be a starting point guard, especially if they play defense.
Shit, the Nets had a guard that took us to fucking championship. Wasn't a great shooter.
Jason Kidd wasn't no shooter.
How long ago was that? How long ago was that, Scott?
That was, but it was the.
But the reason why I asked is because it's not happening today.
Yes,
it's not happening today.
That's the
I
point.
don't matter. I'm just saying you can have a team like that. You can have a team like that.
You cannot have an identity try to be a copycat. You can't. Everybody try to be a copycat to what the Golden State Warriors, the way they won the championship. They don't have an identity. They lost in the sauce trying to find a boss. Like they don't know what's going on, man. Like
everybody want to shoot threes. Everybody want to shoot.
Listen, everybody ain't Curry.
Everybody
ain't Clay.
I know that.
Everybody want to shoot threes. That's not.
That's a fact.
But that's when you know the NBA's gone corporate when everything is the same. Everybody's doing the same damn thing all the time.
I don't know if it's so. I don't know if it's so much corporate. Hey, bro, if you go back to after Jordan won, how many Jordan clones was it? How many mid-range shooters it was? It's a copycat league all the time. What do you mean nah? Why every time I say something you like nah? How many niggas implemented Jordan after he left?
Man, this is a lit show tonight, man. This is a lit show tonight.
Am I saying something wrong here?
Let me finish. Because it's a hold on. Let me say this, Ice. Because the misunderstanding is the reason why I'm saying the way the NBA is bad is because they taking 3-point shots, which is a low percentage shot, contrasted to the mid-range shot. And we all know, and the player one was in the chat saying it too, that they took away the mid-range shot. It's either to the basket or the 3-point shot. If they're copycatting Michael Jordan, they copycatting winning basketball, not because I'm a fan of Michael Jordan, but because you not look at that space. When you think of, and just the mathematics of it, then I'll go around a panel. And we go to Ice, right? The space between the paint and the inside of the 3-point line, that space is more of a high percentage shot than a 3-point shot. So why are we going away from it for as fans and entertainment and competitiveness? I don't like it. So it's not necessarily saying that they copycatting Jordan. It's more saying that he made mid-range instrumental to his game, and that's not just him. That's great players. That's what they had. The common thread. That is one of the common threads in all great players. The mid-range. They shouldn't take that away in the NBA, bro.
You know how many contested? Do you know how many contested mid ranges there are today?
Hold on.
Go ahead.
All right. Have y'all heard Chris Paul tell that story? I forget who they was playing, but he said we was coming down court shooting middies and we not missing, right? And he said they was coming down shooting threes, but we coming down, back to back, we shooting middies, not missing. And when we looked at the scoreboard, we was down by like 15. And he's saying how? That's the reason why they changed it, like the game's changing like that, because a lot of older players is going to shoot the midi. A lot of the newer players are going to shoot the three. And when you do the math, and like Chris Paul said, he was like, man, we not missing no middies. You know what I'm saying? And when they look at the scoreboard, you down 15, you got to try to catch up. And how do you catch up? You're not going to keep shooting the midi. You're going to try to play their game. You know what I mean? They're going to get you out of that because you so far behind. You're like, all right, now we got to start shooting threes. You know what I mean? And try to balance it out. But it is analytics game. That's why it's like that.
But what if you don't have the talent though to shoot the threes, Ice? What if you got some guys that can do it?
They learning early.
Yeah,
it
don't matter.
Early, man.
Yeah, it don't matter. It don't matter.
Like shooting it.
Exactly.
It's gonna be way more. It's gonna be way more spot up 3-point shooters than it is money mid range shooters, bro. Because the mid range is highly contested more than it is. I guarantee you, we had a lot of open threes. We just didn't hit them, bro. Everybody needs to stop panicking about this 14 for 50, because if it was 19 for 50 and we won this game, you wouldn't have a problem with it.
I believe Boston averages 40-something threes a game.
And they just so happen to be the champions.
I think they set a record the first game against the Knicks this year for 3-point shots.
27.
Yeah, there you go. 27. So, yeah, they're ahead of the curve on that.
Way ahead of the curve.
But to what
also, the
saying,
Raptors lost by a point tonight, guys. If you check the box scores, the Raptors lost to Wizards by a point. So they're behind us.
But to what Breezy's saying, those good players, those great players that we look at and we say they superstars, they 3-scoring level players. They can
3-level scoring.
They can put the ball on the floor and get to that midi and make that shot. That's what makes them deadly. The rest of the team,
what make them elite. The rest of the team is spot up shooters. You got to get them open.
Spread it out so he can get in the mid. He can get his mid shot.
With the exception of the Celtics, bro, the Peyton Pritchard, who I think is one of the best role players in the league at this point, he can get to the mid range as well.
Yeah.
He has that
great 3-point shooter.
Yeah, because he's getting a lot of one-on-ones. But if you doubled like Cam Thomas is, that's different.
Then what they do is they do the high pick and roll with their star players, which is Brown and Tatum.
Yep.
And they go either to the mid or all the way to the rim.
Listen?
I think
nobody would tell you this.
Is though they not
nobody will tell you this.
Shooters though. Like
nobody will tell you this more than
they get hot.
Nobody will tell you this, but there's a reason why Kevin Durant and Dirk Nowitzki are two of the most efficient mid-range shooters of all time. The reason being is because they have the ability to get there all the time.
They're
They
tall
have the
enough, but you
ability,
don't
yeah,
know.
and they
You gotta
have
put
an
DeRozan in there
advantage
too.
all the time.
Yeah,
Kevin
DeRozan is
Durant and
crafty.
Dirk in the mid range, they two of the best mid range players that you'll ever find in the history of this league. The only other one outside of that is Jordan, and Jordan hit a lot of contested mid
Kyrie
ranges.
Irving too.
Yes, he
Kyrie
did.
got a
The
Yes,
mid
he
range.
did.
I like
Kyrie got
Kyrie.
a this Matter play. DeRozan got a good mid range.
Debo got something to
CP3
say
But
when
about
but
he
that.
was
but
playing, he
but
had a good
but
mid
Debo
range.
got
the
something to say
reason
It's
the
a
about that.
reason
fact
why
what I'm
the reason
saying.
why I brought them up is because out of all the mid range players that you're gonna name, nobody is on their level. Them niggas is
Debo,
arguably
Debo
listening
got
from the
something to say
mid
about that.
range. Debo is not as
Listen,
efficient.
hold on. You know what's interesting? That Curry
Nah,
and Debo.
DeRozan was getting
Hold
40
on.
on
I
mid
want to say
ranges. You're
this.
not gonna do that.
I want to say
But he
this to
wasn't as
Joey.
Yeah,
efficient for his
Let me say this.
career.
He was getting
Hold on.
40
No,
on
no,
mid
no.
ranges,
he's a
bro.
good
Hold on,
mid.
y'all.
He's a good midi shooter.
Hold on. I want to say this to Iceman. That I don't know if you know this or not, but DeRozan and Curry got around the same amount of points. Now you know Curry is the king of 3-pointers, and DeRozan he has his reputation because of the mid
I think it's the
range.
mid range assassin, bro.
So what
Yes,
I'm
he is.
saying is,
They came in the league at the same time.
right. So what I'm saying is, I hear your story about being down 15, but I thought that was significant to say because it's only a 1-point difference. You feel what I'm saying? I don't see Chris Paul
Who
saying
took
that
the
'cause they
most
haven't
shots?
played no defense.
Who
They
took the
must
most
not been
shots
playing
now?
no defense. You know what I mean?
I
Who took?
guarantee you, DeMar DeRozan took the most shots.
Breezy. They was playing defense. That's what he was saying. When the game started,
I don't think they was playing defense, bro. They
he
couldn't
played
have been
in
playing no defense.
what are the 2 eras or 2 different, you know what I mean? When the NBA changed, he's an older guy, he's a vet. So he played with the 2-point, you know what I'm saying? You get to the midi, and he played when the game changed at the same time. And he was saying we was playing that game, right? We playing to come down and hit the midi, right? And they running and they shooting the 3. They playing their defense, you know what I'm saying? But when you think that you ain't missing no shots and they coming down shooting 3s and they hitting their 3s, right? And you like, oh yeah, we should be up. And you check the scoreboard. You're like, damn, we down 15? How? Because you're not paying attention to them hitting them 3s, even though it's 1 point. You know what I'm saying? You're going 3, 6, 9, 12. You know what I mean? Not 2, 4, 6, 8.
Ice. I think for me, like a player,
Yeah, but
I don't mind the 3-point shooting league. Cool, it is what it is. It changed. I just want a player who can mix it up sometimes. That's it. I don't want him always just I gotta go shoot the 3. If he can mix it up, sometimes get to his mid range area, I'm cool with that. Like as long as he got it in his repertoire, I'm fine with it, bro. Don't just always shoot the 3. And it's the same thing with Cam Thomas. Cam Thomas isn't really a good 3-point shooter, but his mid range is where he excel at. So I'm not saying he don't shoot the 3, but his mid range is where he's the best at. It kind of hurts seeing Cam Thomas when he's shooting mad 3s and tonight he was 1 for 8. Like you're not a good
right.
3-point
Yeah,
shooter. I'm not saying don't take it, but like mix
I
it
think
up.
that's Jordy Fernandez telling them to let it fly.
Didn't he
Because my
shoot the
thing is,
highest
when I
percentage
say,
on catch and
hold on.
shoot 3s?
No, I'm
Yeah,
talking
he
about
did.
like
But
off the dribble,
that was
off the
last.
dribble 3s that he be taking. Like I
That's
just feel
that's
like it's not a
chemistry,
good
bro.
shot.
If anything, bro,
No,
like this
but
this
no,
lineup
that's what
don't
I'm
have
It's
saying.
that.
more
That's
team
to me,
style than ISO. That's what's different about
right.
it's just when we had
No,
Katie, Carr, and James.
no,
And I'll be honest with you, this system is
nah.
better for Thomas because when Thomas was doing ISO stuff, he was getting gassed out, having to be the point guard, have the ball in his hands for like 40 seconds, dribbling it out. That wasn't helping Thomas's game. It just made him a shot chucker. Now he's getting off easier assist passes, finding his
No,
teammates. Like you see a difference with Thomas in a
nah,
team
he
style
wasn't. He
system.
wasn't a shot chucker, man. And
Yes, he
again,
was. Breezy. You remember that Miami
hold on.
Heat
Let me
game?
finish,
No,
bro.
I
Y'all
got.
try to always cut off my soliloquies, man. Hold it down. Again, when it come down to Cam Thomas, yes, I like to rebuttal my shit, but let me finish what I'm saying. The fact is this: when it come down to Cam Thomas, bro, the dude could pass the ball, bro. These dudes don't be hitting their shots sometime, and yeah, he should be the number 1 scorer out of all of the players. Y'all want to pay him up, and again, LM said it. LM know it. He was supposed to be duels with Cam Johnson or Mikal Bridges. They not his peers with like competitive wise or skill wise to be a shot creator with him. He shouldn't be taking the same amount of shots as Mikal Bridges. He should be taking more. He's a better shot creator than them, bro. I mean, like y'all making it seem like I'm pulling this shit out of thin air and y'all don't know this shit. He's
Nah,
not
that's
a
a
shot
fact though.
creator.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
He should be the lead guy on offense. Like, so why? It's unfair to call him such nasty words like a shot chucker.
I mean, if
That's
he's the
He need to
Well,
create it next time. That's a fact.
there was a game a year ago. I think it was against Miami. He was getting to the free throw like 3 times, right? I'm like, Cam's doing a great job. And there was like 10 or 9 seconds on the clock. Instead of doing what was good, going to the line, he did this weird 3-point chuck shot. And I'm just like, Cam, you didn't have to do that. You were doing so great. And I'm just trying to tell you that there's a difference
John,
now.
you know when Cam Thomas is gonna look good.
It was a game against Miami.
You know when Cam Thomas is gonna look good when he's around elite talent. That is when he's going to look good.
Hold on, Ellen. What I will say is this to y'all point about him taking the 8 3-pointers. His first few baskets, all mid-range to the basket. I think his first one was a floater. It wasn't a 3-point shot. That's my point. And he didn't. And I think his first miss came from a 3-point shot. And on that note, he pushed the break too. One of his baskets was him getting to the rim on a fast break. Because I know y'all love to say he don't push the pace. He went coast to coast and he began rebounds. So again, it's about utilizing the player too. You know what I'm saying? And I don't agree with Jordy Fernandez asking him to take 8 3-pointers when he's scoring his basket just because he hit 2 points under the 3-point line, 2 baskets under the 3-point line. Now you want him to take a bunch of 3-pointers? Nah. If he hit 2 baskets under the 3-point line, then let him continue to try to score the ball under the 3-point line. If he missed, let them see what's going on.
3 worth more than the 2.
I'm just saying, bro. It's only
I
one.
don't agree. I agree. I'm not disagreeing. I think we need players that can mix it up and shoot mid ranges. I'm just saying, like to Scott's and them point, the superstars that can do it on an elite level, most of the players around them are spot up guys. Yo, go shoot the 3, shoot the 3. You know what I'm saying? Defend. I think with even with OKC though, I think they're different because Shea is a mid range mastermind, but Jalen Williams take mid ranges, Shet take mid ranges. They not always at the 3-point line, so they mix it up too. So I mean, you gotta take it poison. You know what I'm saying?
I remember what Kareem said, but this is basketball different than now. But what he said was, the closer to the rim you get, the higher your percentages are.
That's true.
Period.
True. But
I mean, it's easy for him to say he's 7'2".
No, but he said that was true. That's true with anybody. That's true with small guards because what happens is if you get close to the rim, 50% of the time you're gonna get fouled.
Let me just say this real quick. I don't think
Scott,
you're shooting a higher percentage.
Scott, let me just let you in on a secret. That sky hook that he shot, bro.
That was
excellent.
Shot
that shit at a 40% rate, bro. That shit was not that efficient.
Well, that was not good. That efficient, 40% is good for a human being.
Let me just say this.
For a 7'2", nigga?
For
are you out of your mind?
If you shooting 40%, you scrub.
If you shooting 40% on a sky hook,
are you shooting 40%? Period. I don't care what you doing.
40% is better than
40%. Right around the basket, bro. Are you kidding me?
Call an elite shooter. If somebody's shooting over 40%, that's an elite shooter in the NBA.
No, bro, not from that range, bro. You got to understand how the ranges work.
Why are you talking about range?
That's what I'm trying to tell you about. Zion had 40 points on 27 minutes, and he shot 76%. That's sufficient.
Not really, but just because it's a sky hook don't mean you're not getting contested. So that's
Scott being upset is funny, man.
Like, come on, bro.
He's like, Scott's like, you don't want to make me angry.
He was contested
at 7'2", you're not getting contested if the only person that ever blocked that shit.
So you comparing somebody that take 10 shots to somebody shooting 18,000 shots.
There was other 7-footers, I'm sure, that was guarding Kareem though.
Oh yeah, of course.
Now I wanted to say this. I think when you're a 3-level scorer, you should not be pigeonholed. If I'm a coach and I have a 3-level scorer, shoot what makes you comfortable. Get to your spots. I don't give a fuck if it's a midi. I don't care if it's a 3-pointer. I don't care if you go into the rack. You should not be pigeonholing 3-level scorers.
I think the coaches watch the players and see what they're good at, and try to escalate their goodness.
These other bum ass dudes that role players that you got to set them up to get shot. No, you sit over here in this corner and shoot just 3 because you're not even putting the ball on the floor.
I don't need you to give him a blow.
You feel what I'm saying? So
AKA Seth, AKA Joe Harris, and them
Right,
niggas.
exactly.
Right.
It's
Yeah. They
levels to
just
this
there.
shit.
Yeah.
It's levels to this shit. It all depends on
Yeah. Of course.
the
Of
player.
course. Yeah.
And
Of course.
I think Cam Thomas, I think he can fit that mold. And Cam Thomas has something really, really funny, but really, really true. They asked him about his assist. He like shit. They hitting their shots now. That's the difference. What you mean? That's why my assist going up. So I say that to say
Oh,
this.
that. Yeah.
We gonna sit back and harp on his assist, and we gonna sit back and harp on his passing rating. But his teammates got to do their part too. You feel what I'm saying? They got to make their fucking shots.
You know what else is a good
That's
point
all.
too, though, Joey? At least in this, and everybody in here claim that the man that I'm about to speak about is better than him, which is a
Oh.
fact. But at least the nigga ain't going in the media and complain about yo, I'm always getting double teamed. I
I'm
can't
always
do what
getting
I do,
foul.
aka Anthony Edwards.
Yeah.
Like he ain't go into the media and was like, "Yo, I can't. The passing shit is too difficult." I think he cool with it at the same time because he know
Yeah,
he
he cool
got
with it,
gravity
bro.
on the team.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Like
agree with
it is
LPL
what
that
it
he
Yeah,
shouldn't be
is.
taking
when
threes.
you
I
have
think
the athletic
3
ability
points is
that
bad,
Ant Man
man.
has, of course you cool with it, bro. Because you know you're not as limited, bro. Like as a 6'3"
No, I'm
nigga
talking
that's
about
trying to
Cam
get a
Thomas,
shot
Lee.
over a
Andy,
nigga that's like 6'7" or 6'8", and he
No,
could read
Ant
that
wasn't
shit.
cool with it. Leave that nigga was
Yeah.
complaining.
Was complaining
Yeah,
about double
Oh,
you know
he
team.
why?
wasn't.
Because Ant
Okay.
doesn't want to take 3 point shots, but when you lose your best 3 point shooter, Carly Towns, you have to kind of do that role. And Edwards has hated doing multiple roles. He just wants
You
to be the
know,
interior beast that he always is, but he
he's moved
can't
And
right
you
into
know
now.
what's
you know what I
crazy? He
noticed.
made that statement after they faced OKC too.
You know
Yeah.
what I noticed on the net that
I know something else I want to talk
what
about, but I'm gonna let
what
you go, Ice.
once Ben left, that they started teaching them how to pass the way that Ben was passing, like a real I want to say like a chest pass, but a pass to the pocket, your shooting pocket. I noticed that they started teaching them how to do that. And I seen Cam do it like a couple times. I wanted to ask if y'all heard that story about white chocolate. He was talking about how certain players needed the ball a certain way to score, or a certain shooter. Like the
Yeah,
laces of
yeah,
the
yeah.
ball had to be
That's
like a
passing
certain way.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah, it had to
Yeah,
be
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
certain angle. That's some
yeah.
passing, generational
That's
passing type
passing
shit,
shit.
bro.
That's past the IQ shit right there.
That's some IQ, bro.
Yeah, that's past our IQ shit right there. Because the only other person that said that talked about that that I heard was Steve Nash. Steve Nash already he understood that certain players needed to certain spin on the ball, certain pass placement, certain things, man. When they got the ball in certain corners of the court, he knew Sean Marion was good in the corner. He knew Amari was good on bounce passes in terms of rim run, in terms of pick and roll. He knew guys like Rajah Bell was good on a wing only if he got a straight line kick out or no look kick out. You know, so shit like that, bro.
You
Like I
think
don't
Cam
know. You
Thomas got that passing IQ?
No,
no,
I
I'm
think he I
saying
think he
they
I think he
started.
can get there. I think he can
I
It's
get there.
getting
think
a
he
little
can't get to that
better.
shit.
It's
I
getting a
don't know.
little
Them niggas
better.
was
Not
He
elite
much
can't get to
though.
that
playmakers,
shit. We
bro.
what
talking
I
about all time
We talking
elite
about white
passers. That's what
chocolate
we
and
talking
No,
about.
no,
Nash.
no,
We
Like,
now
talking
what
no,
I
about
was
white chocolate
yeah
and Nash, my nigga.
no.
what
Like
I
like,
he
was
come
ain't.
on, y'all.
what I was
No,
thinking
no. At that
no
level, no. He's a scorer bucket. He's not a
what I
I
was
don't
thinking
know.
was what I
I
was
think he
saying,
can be a
like
good passer though.
the staff was teaching them how to make that pocket pass. You know what I'm saying? If you watch the game, you will see like they try to put the ball, like push with their right hand and push it straight to the pocket for somebody in the corner. So I noticed that that's a different thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? They're not passing regular. I mean, sometimes they pass regular, but when they're really trying to get it to somebody in the corner, they would give like a stomach to stomach type pass and,
Yeah,
and try to wing
and
it to
try
the
to put some more speed on that bitch. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking
Man, if
about, bro.
Cam could
Like,
pass like white chocolate, shit,
my nigga,
dude.
come on, bro. Like this,
No, he
Already
bro.
be
was.
complaining about anything
It
Cam
would
Thomas.
nothing, bro. It would be no complaints about Cam
There would
Thomas
be
on
no
this shit.
complaints about Cam Thomas if he
No,
had
he
that
don't. He don't
ability.
have that skill set.
Hold on. Y'all
He
know
don't
that
have that skill
we
set.
all know that Cam Thomas came to the league because of his scoring. That's how he got here. That's what his
Yeah,
bread
he
and
didn't
butter.
get there by
So hold
passing.
on, and the player development thing is, I mean, the playmaking thing is being player developed. So I'm not saying that's the same song for a white chocolate. That was he was always a playmaker. He
That
was
nigga
that
was
was his
already
thing.
elite.
Yeah, so what I'm saying is that's two different ways you got to the NBA because playmakers make it to the NBA, but shot creators make it to the NBA too. And if respectfully, White Chocolate, I don't even know his story. I don't know what college he went to, but we're gonna find out right now.
I think he went to Gonzaga.
He went to Florida.
Florida, okay, Florida.
Okay. All right, so look.
And
so
White Chocolate played
basically-
with Randy Moss in high school, bro. How you not know
Oh yeah,
that?
sure enough. I forgot about that.
Yeah,
I still think
I
Cam
forgot
could be a
about
good
that.
passer in this league.
I
He's not
forgot
gonna be
about
elite
that.
Randy
like White
Moss in
Chocolate,
college
though.
is a beast, bro.
Yes, he was.
He was
You
a
heard me,
beast.
Breezy?
Randy
Nah,
Moss
played
was
with
that
Randy
type of
Moss.
athlete. Playing high school
What'd you say?
basketball with Randy Moss, my nigga.
I didn't hear what you said. What you said?
Crazy.
I
I'm
still
doing
think
Randy Moss as an athlete, just in general.
Hold on, what you said? What you said, Joey?
No, I was saying I still think Cam. I mean, yeah, he can't be no White Chocolate and none
No,
of
he ain't
that
gonna be no
because
white.
you got to have that pretty much ingrained in you from a
Yeah, that
youngin.
you
But
got it. That's
I
on.
think,
That's a
but I
gift.
think, I think Cam can still be a pretty decent passer in this
I think
league,
so too.
and I see glimpses of it. I mean, he's not a bad passer.
No,
You
he's
feel
not.
me? And I
No,
feel like he's going to get better the more he plays and the more he sees certain coverages and goes through certain things. His playmaking and his passing
it's gonna get better.
ability will get better. So
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
You
hold
just
on,
gotta
and
keep.
hold on. Yes, I just wanted to be specific. I wanted to be specific with the numbers. In his first 3 years and in his 4 years, I mentioned those years. So that's the years that Cam Thomas has been in the league. He averaged 6 assists, 7 assists, 5 assists, and 8 assists. Now, do I think Cam Thomas? Now, his highest assist was 8 assists. He stayed consistent with that 2 years in a row, but then it dropped off. But case in point, he was a great passer. I think maybe Cam Thomas max assist is probably 6. I give him 6. I don't think he's going to average 8 to 10 assists, but I could be wrong. I don't want to put a ceiling on what his assists could
bro,
be.
6
But
assists is
me
very,
as a
very,
fan,
very
being
good.
realistic from what I've seen, I'll say he could average 6 assists in
6
one of his
assists is
better
very
seasons in his
acceptable.
career.
Yeah, he did
I
have
mean,
7
Kobe.
and 6
How much
recently, which
did
is decent.
AI and Kobe average as shooting guards? Like what, 5 assists per game?
Yeah, the
6?
average point guard averages about 5-6 assists in the league, bro. That's
Okay.
pretty good. That's
Yeah, if he
okay.
could get to his 5, but my thing is that's why I said to John, that's going to come with Cam Thomas when he has better elite talent around him.
Better shooters and talent. Yeah.
Right,
He definitely
that's
needs
gonna
good
happen.
offensive pieces.
He
I agree
needs
with you.
better offensive
You need another
pieces
scorer
around
that
him
can
for that to
score when he
happen.
put it to him. Right.
Because those guys making their shots is going to improve his assist rating.
Exactly. He's
You
gonna
can't have
earn 5
people.
assists, 6 assists. Like he's gonna
Yeah.
get that where you got better players around him. Like,
They're better scorers, guys.
better scorers.
The good thing is Jordy's allowing Thomas to trust his teammates, and if you get the better talent with Thomas, he's going to trust him a lot more because it's going to make his game even more dangerous. Hey, you think Thomas go for 3? Guess what? He's got an even better player next to him who's going to get that bucket that he can't get. That's continuity. That's what we really need right now, and I hope we can figure that out this summer because that's what's going to start making us a real team. Those little principles that balance the team out. So if we can do that, I think Thomas's game will get better. And he's made little leaps and bounds this year on playmaking. You just got to keep that up. Keep being a good teammate first and let your other stuff shine.
Guys, we got to understand. Can I say this real quick? We got to understand when Cam plays with other elite scoring talent, it's going to open the floor is going to open up so much for him. It's going to make the game come so much easier.
Yes, it
He's
will.
not going to have to worry about
You're right, Joey.
people bum rushing him and doubling him because they know these other guys on the floor are bums and they not worrying about them. They only got to worry about Cam Thomas.
Yeah.
If you got 2 and 3 other guys that can put the ball in the hole, pause.
Yeah, that
opens up
just
the floor,
opens it up.
It makes the other team be respectable.
The question is, can the Nets put that around them? Will the
We'll see this summer. We'll see this summer.
It's gonna take more than this summer. Find out on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
I think they
Yes,
can.
that too. That's
Sean Marks is your guy.
I think
Marks is not my guy.
This is Marks making a break him
we don't know what the
if he's
team
still
gonna
the
look
GM.
like. We don't know what this team gonna look
Sean
like
Marks
after
is already broken.
2026.
He only got one job: do this draft and get the fuck out.
Yo, I ain't gonna after the 2026 draft, a lot of young niggas in here should be very nervous because we don't know what this team is gonna look like after that draft is completed.
I'm not gonna be nervous, man. Listen, LM, you already know why I stand, bro.
Listen. Hold on. This is what I'm
It's gonna
saying.
be different.
Hold on. Let me be clear. This is what I'm saying. Yeah, the championship rosters, they got continuity because of the years that they played together before they actually won together. Before Jokic and Murray won together, they was together about 6, 7 seasons. Same thing
Damn.
with Tatum and Brown. Same thing with
Facts.
Curry and Clay. Same thing with Jordan and Pippen. That's the one consistent thread. And you guys, y'all come up here scoffing at this. Because if not, y'all will see that some of these players need to be here, and y'all want to be laughing and giggling about certain players not being on this team. And again, peoples, get that pause out of the chat saying another
Hey,
man is expandable. I don't like
yo,
how
I
you
think he
talk.
meant. I
Hey,
think he
what'd
meant
he say? What'd he
expendable.
say?
I think he meant
He said
expendable.
expandable.
Nah,
Don't
that's
tell
not
me
true,
that
Breezy.
another
Most
Oh,
of
man
the
is
championship
expandable. I
teams
ain't
they
trying
did
to hear
flip their
that.
I
rosters
wow.
think
though.
I think he meant expendable. That's what he meant.
Yeah,
Expendable, yeah, he
yeah.
meant expend. But most of the championship teams did flip their rosters though. We can't say they kept the core, like they kept the guys, but most of
No,
the
no, no, no,
dudes
That's
no.
that was
Hold on,
there when they
Ellen,
got
but no,
drafted was
hey
out
Ellen,
of
yo
there.
hey
Ellen, no, no, no.
We
Slow
don't
it down.
have no damn
No,
core.
no, no.
hold
Time out,
on,
time
real
out,
quick.
time out.
Let
When
me
you
just
talk
say this
about
real quick,
when you
Breezy.
talk, hold on, time out, time out. When you
Okay.
talk about a core, how many players is a core?
I think 3, 4 players.
Yeah,
I'll say two to
I'll
three.
say two or three.
Okay,
Yeah.
I
Nah,
say
I
two
three
say
to
to
three to
three.
four.
four.
2 to 3
I say
to
three
four.
to
At
four.
See,
least
that's what I'm
three.
saying.
At
All right,
least three.
so
At
let's go
least
around the
three.
panel and I'll go last. Go ahead, Joey. When you say a core is, what's the number and say why that's why.
I would say at least 3 players. 3 to 4 players makes a core. And that's why I was saying about this draft is cool. If we don't hit on a star, if we at least get a nice young core, like you guys say, we can always pivot and get stars later. If you
Yep.
got a core, you're always in the fight. Period. If you at least got a core on your team, a solid core, you're always in the fight. You know what I mean? So yeah, 3 to 4 players. Just like when Golden State did it, I think their core was Clay, Steph, and Draymond. Those was their
Hmm.
core. So land a plane
Yeah,
with that.
yeah, that was their core, and right now we don't have that at all.
That's why Marks is going to get you that in this draft, Leaf. Just
Marks
think
ain't
about
gonna
it.
get shit.
He has to, but I agree with Leaf too. If this is his last finale, if his contract's up this year, I would look for a different guy.
Marks need to just do this draft and get the fuck out.
Like
It's
If
just
y'all
that
promoted to
if y'all
simple.
hate
president of
Mark so much, if y'all
of
hate Mark
Yo,
drafting
so
or
can we
much,
stop
something.
cursing
Like
on the
get a
if y'all
real
show?
hate Mark
GM.
so much, if y'all hate Mark so much, why y'all even want him drafting for the future? It doesn't even make
Joey, we
sense.
don't. But at Joe's size, the only guy that
Bro,
keeps giving this guy
bro,
cat lads on this team. So it's
hold
Exactly.
unfortunate.
on.
He
It's
Bro,
ain't
his
hold
going
on,
nowhere.
hold
man.
on.
He ain't
Listen,
going
no,
nowhere.
hold on. Again, y'all say all of that, bro.
Ooh, the
He
tournament is
cleaned
set,
up his
y'all.
mess, bro. Did currently right now, y'all mad at stuff that already happened, not what's going on in the present or the future. That's a fact.
Well,
Tournament
we got
Listen,
to
set.
see who he
I'm
drafts.
not.
Yeah,
I'm not. I'm not.
tournament.
I'm not
The only
I
mad.
think the
problem is
ACC
The
tournament just
tournament
got
set.
set.
The
Yeah.
tournament is set. Yeah. I'm not mad. I just know
Let
what
me see.
needs to happen for us to continue to go forward, bro. Like, listen, I'm okay with him doing this draft. Listen, if you want to do this draft for his last hurrah, that's fine. But I know in order for us to continue to go in certain places and certain
But
places in the
Leaf,
future, bro, he can't be here.
you want him to do this draft, then you want to kick the man in the ass on the way out the
we,
door,
we,
Yes.
right?
we
Yeah.
need
Yeah.
a, we
Yeah. I
need a
do.
GM that has a businessman mindset. Mark Sasonis is a
I
good
don't feel
guy.
that way
He
about it.
cares about placating people, but when it comes to those hard decisions, making trades, I don't know who said it was Leaf that he really gets asked out on trades a lot.
Mark's
I
about
mean,
to lead us
we
to the
made it.
hellfire,
We
man.
made
I
out
don't
like
Oh
know.
bandits.
wow.
We made out on bandits like the
He could get
McDowell
Yo,
jammed
deal.
up
y'all
in the
gotta
Because
take
trade,
it
bro.
easy, man.
no, wait.
Like,
Can I just say this? We did make
what's the
out
worst
like
that can
bandits.
happen? What are y'all scared of? What do y'all think is gonna go bad? Like,
Man,
just say it now
man.
instead of giving him all of this
That
First
patience.
of
March
all,
doesn't draft
the
the best
person that was in
players.
charge, the person that drafted most of the dudes we got, the nigga was on the team that we just faced. It wasn't Sean Marks making those decisions. It was damn near it was Peters. It was
It was
Peterson.
Peterson.
So
So
now you
we're
got
gonna
this
vote
dude in the
Peterson
era
now.
where he has to, along with the rest of his team, because it's not just him. They are all in the room. But now
Whoa.
it's the fact that pause. But now it's the fact that they all are in there, and Sean Marks. Now that Peterson is gone, which according to everybody, they got a lot. I'm not tied to a lot of the players on this team, but these are the players that we got that some players on the next team like. So now that he's gone, now you got to think about, yo, what is Sean Marks gonna
Hey,
do
can I
now
can I
that
push back on that a
what
little
he
bit,
gonna do
Ellen?
with it now that
Can
you
I push
got your,
back
you
on
know what
that
I'm saying?
a little bit? So I feel what you're saying, but we also got to remember before Peterson came here, Karis LeVert, Jarrett Allen, those were all Sean Marks picks. Peterson wasn't here yet, so let's not act like Sean Marks still can't draft, bro.
Harris, you said Jared Allen and Karis LeVert. Listen, bro. You listen. That ain't cooking enough for me, bro. That's basically a pot of rice. That's a pot of rice and roni, bro. That's a pot of rice and roni. It's a pot of rice and roni.
At least you say Chef
It's a pot of rice and roni and 5 good pieces of chicken.
They was bowling for this team, though.
Come on, man.
I don't count. The reason why I don't count Cam Thomas is because I strongly believe Kevin Durant drafted that shit.
It'd be nice to draft somebody that beat you.
Hold on. Y'all getting? Hold on. Listen, it's great.
Hold on. I'm talking about you full of shit because when Karis LeVert and Jarrett Allen got picked up in a draft by Marks, nobody expected those guys to be shit in his league. Karis LeVert is a solid role player. From what I believe,
he just dropped 50 with Trae Young tonight.
From what I believe, Jarrett Allen made fucking All-Star after he fucking left. So don't sit to. So if you want to talk bad about Marks, you also got to talk about the good, bro. That is a fact. So you to sit there and try to downplay them like they bums is nasty work.
Are they still on our team?
Hold up, Joey. You just gave me 2 players out of how many players he done drafted, and please don't give me the excuse about he didn't draft high first rounds. He didn't have high first rounds, bro. And Jarrett Allen and Karis LeVert, correct me if I'm wrong, they was the first round. That's one All-Star out of the bunch. That's one All-Star out of the bunch.
There's GMs that don't pick none though, man.
We found the All-Star at 21.
But you gotta give him credit for what he did from 2016.
I gave him credit. I gave him a good pot of rice.
Right. That's
It's a good small pot of rice and 5 good pieces of chicken.
Yeah,
great.
But you know what?
I'm still not full.
So
I want more food.
What he had. He still cooked with what he had, nigga. For the little bit of ingredients he had, he cooked with what he got, what was given to him.
Cook what?
He took
And
some.
he cooked it, and then he sold it down the river.
He cooked, and then he couldn't rewrite the same, and then he lost his
and then the
ingredients.
food got messed up, man. Shit got burnt.
Not to mention, he kept Patty Mills over Bruce Brown. Bruce Brown, the guy who actually developed, who let him go for cooked legs, Patty Mills, man. That was another Marks decision that didn't go well.
I think you just want to hate on him.
Hold on, Kimmy.
He did do good things.
It's you look at the body of work. What has it gotten us? It got us a second-round playoff appearance in 8 years.
Hold on, y'all going
Yeah,
off
but you
topic.
can't
We're
get mad
talking
at him
about
for
somebody
saying
that ain't even a middleman.
Bro, hold on, y'all going off topic, bro. Y'all going exactly. We talking about. I'm trying to ask LM. Right, I'm trying to ask LM how many what's a core? How many players is a core? Yeah, I talking about Sean Marks.
I think a core is 3. I think around 3 players. 3 or 2, it depending on, you know what I'm saying, whoever. If you look at OKC, their core is Shea, Jalen, and Chet. Orlando, Paulo, Franz, and if you want to add Suggs in there, you can add Suggs.
But look at my point about Keegan Murray. Not to say it like that, but it was only
Oh God, Ronnie Keegan Murray trade again. Uh-oh.
Hold on, it was 2 players, Sabonis and Fox. They never had that third guy. You feel what I mean?
I agree, but
all
I
the
think
Kings had to do was trade Murray for Pascal Siakam. They didn't do that, and they lost De'Aaron Fox. That's how bad they are.
Yeah, like I think your core is made up of 3 or 2 players. Like we've seen it over the years where it's a duo or it's a trio. Like Joey said, Draymond, Steph, and Clay. Even though they wasn't really drafted by them, but you know, LeBron, Wade, Bosh. Like you've seen these type of trios over the few years. You know what I'm saying? They usually in trios or duos. Like it's not just one singular right, with a good coach and a good front office and all of that. So it's not just one player. It's not just one player that's doing all the work. It's a plethora of 3 or 2 more people.
Right. No, to the point of the players that we got, the players that we're going to keep and not keep, and the players that we drafted, how they going to be implemented with the core of players that we build.
I think Cam Thomas is one part of the core, though.
But
I think Cam Thomas is one part of the core. That's what I'm saying. I
Right.
think to me, he's one, and we need the other two to be better than him. I'm not saying that he could be two in that core, but the fact of this matter is you need that one guy that you already know, like the Shea, like you already know he's that guy, he's the captain, he's the leader, and then the other two follow suit. But he's one part. We got our one part already. We just need the other two people. And I don't know. I can't speak for the Zaire is probably going to be on the team, probably, but I can't speak to the rest of these dudes if they're going to be on the championship team or not. I think most of these niggas is going.
Facts. We got to look at the facts here. Half these guys
I
are
think
fighting for
I
their
think most of these
lives.
dudes, when we are in championship contention, I don't think none of these niggas is going to be here, probably except for Cam Thomas. That is it. I really don't. I
I think we
really,
empty
really
out the
don't.
whole goddamn roster.
And
So
maybe,
hold
and
on.
not to do it, maybe Cam and Thomas is out too. I'm not
Everybody
gonna do that,
going.
but most of these niggas is gonna be
Everybody.
going, except
Them
probably Cam
out.
Cam
Thomas.
Thomas, listen,
Hold
Cam
on.
Thomas
Them
does
out.
need to be Cam Thomas does need to be re-signed because he gives us flexibility as far as figuring out his future and seeing if he's a trade
But I
chip down the
count, but I
line.
do
It would
count
be
Cam
smart
Thomas as the
to
core
re-sign
though.
him.
Cam Thomas is part
So
of the
hold on. All
core.
right, so hold on. We're gonna go to Scott, then we're gonna go to John, and we gotta go to Ice after that. I'll go last. But go ahead, Scott. So, how many players equal a core? Say
3 to 4.
okay, say what?
Yeah, I think like LM said, I think Cam is one of them. I don't know the rest. I mean, I don't know how it's going to play out. I mean, you got to have some bench players. Just people that you can. I don't know. You hurt this week. You know what I'm saying? I'm bringing somebody else up. Type of player. If you ever notice teams have bench players with clothes on, they hurt. They ain't really hurt. They just use them, and the older players, just to move around, to shuffle around. But the thing is, you got to have a core. You need somebody else in the locker room that has some experience.
Right.
They ain't even got to play.
Right.
They just know to tell you, yo, dude, you got to buckle this down. You know what I'm saying? But they trying to do this to you. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you need somebody you can look up to that know. So
You know what the crazy thing is?
That could be that fourth player.
You know what the crazy thing is? This season, I think the coaching staff was looking at Thomas and Claxton being the leaders of this team. But with Claxton, unfortunately, you've seen how up and down his season has been. So it's probably not. He's probably not a part of our future at all.
Answer that question for us. How many players equal a core on this team?
Look, I would say 2 to 3. Looking at who could be on our team next year, I think Thomas, Clowney, and Zaire for me should be on the team next year, just because I feel like they've grown a bit more this season and they are instrumental pieces in how we build out our future. Everybody else for me, it's up for debate, especially Johnson and Claxton. I think you get those contracts off the books this summer. It gives us all the flexibility in the world to balance out this team, not just your core. Who are your bench depth pieces going to be? We're never going to be a legit team if our bench depth isn't as strong as can be, because it just goes to show you in our career, in Brooklyn's career, relying on 2 to 3 guys to carry you all the way, it doesn't work. You need a great bench, and our whole problem has been we get the stars, but we don't get the good bench.
Yeah,
So
we need everything.
if you could get the young core and then get some solid veteran bench pieces, we could be right there competing for top 4 or 5 in a few years, but we got to get there. That's the only thing. Also, LeBron James, he just got a groin injury. He's out for a matter of weeks, they're saying. So looks like that fun Luka honeymoon phase is over this year. That ain't good.
Right.
Okay,
We all knew that shit was gonna crash and burn.
Can I add one thing?
Right.
Yeah, one thing I wanted to say. In order for you to win a title, you're not a rookie. You're not winning a title as a rookie in the NBA now. You're not. You got to have at least 5 to 6 years in the NBA. Your core needs to have that kind of time in the NBA.
I mean, you could be a role player rookie on the championship
but you're
team.
going to be on the bench. You're going to be coming off the bench.
Probably.
You're not going to be. If you see the teams that win the titles, it'd be senior NBA players.
I mean, not senior, but I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying. I like,
yeah. I mean,
I think
I'm not seniors as in they on their way out.
I'm
But
not,
you know what I'm
if I'm
saying?
not
Wasn't Steph
mistaken,
the last nigga of the big three that won the championship, and the rest been young niggas?
I think.
Well,
Listen, if I'm not mistaken,
Draymond been in the league for a minute.
If I'm not mistaken, Christian Braun was a rookie the year that the Nuggets won the championship. I don't know how true that is, but he was playing intricate minutes.
A rookie.
He was a rookie, and he was playing intricate minutes. So
But
like, that's kind of pick and choose, bro. Yeah, it don't happen that fluently, but
it
like,
don't happen like that. That's not how.
Yeah, of course not. Yeah, of course.
It don't roll
It
like
almost
that.
happened with Lively.
It almost,
yeah.
but it didn't.
But that's the fact that Lively was a rookie though. The fact that Lively was a rookie though,
Lively was playing key minutes though.
They ain't win it though. They ain't win it. But the fact he was in the finals for his first year in the NBA is
he might end up coming back.
Legit.
He might be instrumental to another team to go back.
I think he's instrumental to the team that he on. They just got to get healthy.
I don't know. That shit look like he's about to bomb.
Mavs are done. That whole thing is gone.
One rookie being in your
he might go to another team.
You talking about Kyrie having season-ending injuries at 33? Like,
Anthony Davis.
That shit might be a wrap.
That's what I'm saying. It might be a wrap. Like,
it might be. It might be.
I ain't gonna lie, that nigga Nico Harrison, bro, he gonna need security.
Once Kobe got the Achilles tear, that nigga was never the same.
Nico Harrison, he gonna need security around the clock, bro. In Dallas, bro. Them Dallas niggas is not letting him out of there, bro.
Yo, I said the Lakers is going to benefit from this trade. When that shit happened, I said the Lakers is going to benefit,
knew it,
bro.
I already knew
it.
I said
the
that,
Lakers just lost LeBron to injury, so if it's just Luka for the rest of the season, what they gonna do?
Luka is playing hurt, so I mean, this shit is all about to be bad.
The Lakers.
He tweaked his back tonight. Luka was.
They ain't going nowhere, but they look like the winners so far.
Yeah, the Lakers is gonna fall. Yeah, the Lakers is gonna fall, and they're gonna have egg on their face, bro. Like everybody know that, bro.
Exactly, they ain't doing shit. It's just that Dallas fell before them, but they gonna fall too.
Yeah, but what was the question? What? How many people to a core?
No, I was gonna say this.
Yeah, how many players equal a core? Like you try to trade everybody. I don't think we should go that far. But how many players should we keep?
Well. The players to a core is 2 or 4, but the players that we should keep on going into next season, 1.
Yeah.
Damn. Who is that?
And that's Coach Jordy Leaf.
Leaf. If you write about your prediction on we getting top 3 regardless, you might have 2 out of 3 for your core going into next season. So it might instead of 1, it might be 2.
Well, I'm predicting 1. Then that's what I want.
If one is Ace Bailey and Ace Bailey alone, then I agree.
No, I wasn't gonna say Ace Bailey. We was talking about this current roster as of today. The only one, because you got to spend money, to me, is Zaire, because you're only gonna spend 2-3 years. That's in my opinion. And we got to remember, next year we trying to go for that draft too. We all agreed that this is a 2-3 year process.
Right. You ain't gonna have a high draft.
If we get Ace with Thomas, who do you guys want the point guard to be? Would you want us to still draft a point guard? Or would you want us to bring a veteran?
No, let D'Lo get his run, man.
Oh
no, D'Lo. No, we're not resigning. We're not resigning D'Lo. We're not resigning D'Lo. What the plan is? The plan is, and I think John was on to something. What you want to do is get expiring contracts so you can keep running this you can keep running the wheel and keep running at these drafts that you basically kind of traded Mikal for.
That's not going
to happen. What I'm saying?
Right.
That's not
and we have $50 million in cap space. We should be the top team. No, but Scott, we should be the top team.
I don't think they are. I don't think they are, but I think
they're not going. They're not going to tank like this year.
No,
they ain't going to tank. They ain't going to tank like this year,
bro. Title next year. I'm just saying they ain't tanking.
It's gonna be another 60 loss season.
It's gonna be another
prepare
right.
for it.
We're gonna be way too young.
It's gonna be another 60 loss season, bro. You better prepare for it.
I don't think so. I don't think
Leaf, to my point, we should use this cap space to.
By the time we get to the next trade deadline, bro, we're gonna have expiring contracts.
We're gonna be in the same situation that we in at by the trade
contracts.
deadline.
We're gonna have
If we can have good cap space for next year, I think next year's free agency is a hell of a lot better than this one. So if you take on some bad contracts this year that are expiring and you get draft capital for it, you set yourself up better for next year.
Here's the thing. What you want to do is empty out all the contracts on this team that's more than 3 years, and you want to get expiring contracts because we're going to next year's draft as well. That's the plan. So after next year's draft, we're probably gonna dig in free agency for some for a couple of role players here and there just to play a 1 2 year deal. How many we need, and then that's gonna be that. That's the plan. Initially,
that would be the right plan, but with Sean Marks, who knows? So that could be the great plan, which everybody should do, but we don't know.
I'm hoping Sean Marks is out on his ass 2 minutes after the draft is over.
He's still going around.
What I'm saying is, if he gets
as soon as we draft our pick in 2026, Shan's gonna report Sean Marks is out on Brooklyn, bro.
Say he get expiring contracts next year.
Bro, you don't know how many backflips I do in this mug, bro.
I'm throwing a party at the ball plays with that shit.
Everybody got to go.
Say you get expiring contracts next year, right? And you make the playoffs. Not even the play-in. I'm talking about 6, 7, 6 seed, right?
A 6 seed?
Wait, for next year?
Scott, I'm gonna stop you right now, bro. There's no universe where we do that.
Just let me finish my hypothetical.
Hey, let's Scott finish this point.
Yeah. Say they make the 6 seed next year. Is that a waste?
Yes. It is a waste.
In terms of what you're trying to do,
waste, bro.
They shouldn't try to make the 6 seed?
No. Hell no.
See, but Scott,
this ain't a 1 year thing.
Do you understand the draft class we're going into next year?
Scott, this ain't a 1 year thing. This is a 3-year process.
I don't think y'all understand the draft class we're going into next year, bro.
I think we have more. I mean, every year there's speculation. There's a great draft class. You don't know what can happen. Somebody get hurt, injured, and then one of them 2 blocks come off of there, and then you'll be saying
but you still do it anyway,
bro, because you
still do it anyway.
You're not chasing building your team. You chasing a player.
No.
So OKC can do this shit for 2 years, but when it comes to us, niggas want to compete.
Scott, we are chasing rebuilding our team. We're chasing rebuilding our team from the ground up. That's what we're doing.
But this team struggled to be last place.
Because of the
that's
because of the
that's fine. And now, Scott, we on an 8-game losing streak.
Because we don't got Dennis Schroeder on this team.
We don't have Dennis Schroeder on this team no more. It don't look like we getting 2 or 3 more wins in the next 19 games. If you looked at the schedule,
but Scott, that's why you're trying to get rid of the team.
You're asking Jordy to sacrifice his career as a coach.
No, you're not.
Wait, can I be honest with you, Scott? Scott, look at how much talent Jordy had this year. He saved his career. He won 20 games. He lost sports bettors a lot of money.
Jordy's already proved himself.
Bro. Talent alone, without coaching, is not going to work.
But why are we giving Jordy all this power, though?
That's not the point for our team.
But here's the thing, Scott. We're trying to get the talent. We're trying to get the talent on the level of the coaching. That's where we're trying to.
Hold on, Jay.
To go 3 years. And
2 years.
We only asking them to go 2.
2 years, not 3.
But you're not even knowing what the second year is going to bring.
No,
the second year
we're telling you what the second year is supposed to
bring you.
The second year is supposed to bring by the next trade deadline. You're supposed to have expiring contracts and rookie contracts.
I understand the contract thing. What I don't understand is Why are you not trying to improve the team?
Oh no,
Why
no, no.
Because we don't have a core yet,
You are
Scott.
trying to
That's the
improve the team.
problem.
You are trying, but you're trying to improve the team with more for sure talent out of
Exactly.
the draft.
All right, so let me answer the question. Right, when you say core, I think it's three. It's three players. And most teams have three players. I'm a
Or
name.
two.
Oh, yeah, but mostly three. Look, the Bulls, I think they have four. I want to say DeRozan. I forget what lights can do this, and they have Vucevic. Right? They just traded, so they had three. Lakers had three. I mean,
Did you just call the Bulls a core?
I think no, they have
The Bulls
Lonzo
do have a
Ball. No,
they
I
have
said
a
Lonzo
core.
Ball. I said Lonzo Ball was part of their core. Lonzo Ball was part of their core because when he was playing point guard, they was
Yeah,
in
he
the top
was.
of the
He was.
standings, right? So I would say three. But now to answer your question, Scott, like when you go to the draft, and I was saying, and they're saying naturally, if you draft 5 or 4 guys out of this draft, you're naturally going to be bad, right? You're not asking Jordy. Jordy's not going to lose his job because of that, right? He's going to coach up, but also the team is not going to perform the same with
That's what
four
I
or five,
said.
four or
That's
five rookies,
exactly what I said.
right? So you're naturally going to end up somewhere high in the next draft, regardless. And then
Why the-
if you don't get your third person, if Cam is one, and you land on Ace, and you don't have you miss out, and you say you don't get that third, then you most likely the next year you have a chance of finding that drafting that third person for your core, and then you can go from there. You know what I mean?
Say, I put it like this, Scott. Remember that year before OKC got shut when them niggas was ass, but Shay and them, they you saw something in them, but they
Yeah,
just
yeah.
couldn't win games, right?
Oh,
Then them
yeah, yeah,
niggas were
yeah, yeah.
22 and they went 22 and 50.
Yeah,
They
but they
was
was. You
ass.
could tell they was that.
But you could
The team
tell
was
something was there.
team
Mark
was
was a good coach.
yeah.
It was just they didn't have the talent there yet with Shet and Jalen Williams. Now that you added that, look what happened. I'm not saying that's
I'm
gonna be
always
us,
point out the fact that
but
the
Yeah,
Spurs
we
because
got to
was
be
eight.
able to
now,
we got to be
now,
able to add more
I'm
talent.
now
always
there's
point out the
one more
fact that
thing. One more
the
thing.
year
Next
before
year,
that went
next year we
Be
do
quiet.
not
Lay down.
have. We only have one first round pick next year.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like,
We only have one pick.
even
Not
if
every wheel and
And
deal
that's
coming
even
out
more
in the
reason why you can't
future.
chase a play-in next year.
right, you
That,
won't be able to.
listen,
That's even more reason.
So it'll
You
be
won't.
three. It'll be
Scott.
3 years then.
But Scott, this is why I
Now,
said this
now,
could be very simple. If you
It'll be
trade
three.
Johnson Claxton this
I
summer,
mean,
you're gonna
right
have a
or
lot more
wrong.
younger guys, and the results are gonna line up with getting a top pick. But if Marks keeps vets on this team, you're tempting fate with a wacky play-in situation. So Scott, if the
No.
vets are still on this team,
I
maybe your
understand
theory
that.
happens. But if
But
they're
you
off
only
this
have
team,
one pick
our
next year.
future's a lot better than
That's
that.
true. But Scott, you know what makes it better next year? No, nobody gives a shit if you get number one or
You
not.
put my
That we're not gonna be
Clippers in a
sitting here
hole.
arguing about, yo, we didn't get the first pick.
Why you say
If that
that?
shit is because 1 through 5 is arguably better than the 1 through 5 now. As of right now,
But you don't.
as of
But
right
we don't know
now,
that until
The
next year.
1, 2, 3 is very special. And Scott, if you got to look at Darren Peterson, AJ DeBosa, man, those guys are
But
Godzilla
there's
and King
only two
Kong in that
people. He's
draft.
saying
You
the
got to really
third.
take
He
a
said
look at
it's
their
five.
names.
on that draft, it's like it's further down than 3. They
it's
number
a lot than 3. It's a
that's what
lot
I'm
than
I'm
3.
hearing,
talking
bro.
about
It's
the
further
It's
best
a
down
of
than
lot
three,
that.
than
but
That's
3.
really
We
great.
arguably talking about
we gonna hear more about
we
a lot of
arguably
these
talking
players
about one
going
through
down the
Hold on,
six,
stretch
bro,
hold on,
because
hold on.
or
Hold
one
on
through
now.
seven
Hold on,
possibly.
time out. Slow it down. Again, I don't want to get too far away from asking everybody the question. We heard from Joey, we heard from Scott, we heard from John, we definitely heard from Leaf. We heard from LM. We didn't hear from Ice. We gotta go to Ice. Ice, talk to us. How many players make a core? And just talk to me about what you think about the core of this team and going forward. Just talk to us.
I just answered it briefly. I answer again though, but I think it's 3, and I used the Bulls when they was doing their thing. Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, Vucevic, and Lonzo Ball. Like you know what I mean? I think the core is 3, but they was doing good when they had Lonzo at point guard, so I would say 4. You know what I mean? Like that's just an example.
Yeah, so my thing is core four, and I got that from the Brooklyn Nets when they had you know what I'm saying, Jarrett, Karras, Harris, and Dinwiddie. I just called it the core four, so I'm just saying four because of that. Yeah, I want to see a scorer like Cam Thomas, but really, when I think about building the championship roster, I look at the Spurs a lot, man. With Ginobili coming off of the bench, he easily could have started somewhere else. And he came off of the bench, man. He was averaging a good 18 points off the bench, I think. You know what I'm saying? And back then, 18 points was probably like 30 points now. Now, I'm saying that to say that that's buying into the culture. Nah, I'm going to stay because I want to win with you guys. And I think Jordy Fernandez can do that. So I think Jordy Fernandez is a piece too. Now, the players, Cam Thomas, I give it to Cam Thomas and Noah Clowney. I think
pick up my Blazers.
I don't, huh? What you said? Not four. I thought Ice said something. But yeah, I would say 4. So I got Cam Thomas and Noah Clowney, and I do want whoever we draft with that our draft pick to be part of that core. Like that's what we doing this for. That's my whole point. And yeah, and to Joey's point, it don't have to be 20 points per game, but I do want it to be like 16 to 18 points. I do want them to be, you know what I mean, second to scoring to Cam Thomas. I don't want our second best scorer to be Cam Johnson. I'm not confident in that shit. Like our second option is Cam Johnson. Nah, he should be a third option.
Get him off the team, man. Trade him anywhere.
That's what I'm talking about. That's why I was arguing with the. I think Leaf is saying it, but the pecking order, I didn't necessarily agree. I think if you get a top pick, bro, especially if you're talking about next year, where we arguably got a draft class that's better, I think in terms of Cam Thomas getting the most shots, that could possibly change depending on if these dudes ball out or not. Maybe Cam Johnson is now the third option instead of the second option. Like
So hold on,
I don't want him on a team, but
hold on. Let me change lanes with you real quick, Ellen, because I know you watch college basketball. I seen something saying that Rutgers might not make the dance. They might not go to the, you know what I'm saying, the March Madness and all of that stuff like that. Is the tournament? Are they making a tournament? What you think?
it don't look like it. I ain't gonna hold you. It don't look like
Does anybody have the
it.
list of who made the tournament? Does anybody have the list on them right now or no?
I'm about to check because the list I think the
checked,
tournament just got set.
I didn't see
Go
it.
Johnny.
I know Jeremiah beat Trey Johnson tonight.
So hold on. You said what you said? Ice Jeremiah what?
Jeremiah team beat Trey Johnson's team tonight. But they both in the tournament.
Yeah, they both Trey Johnson
what
and
happened? Slow down, Ice. What happened with that? What Fizz versus Trey Johnson? What happened?
They both was terrible. They both was over 7 like in the second half, and I think Jeremiah scored probably like 4 to 6 points, and then Trey was trying to go back at him at that team to score. They both were getting to the foul line, but the rest of the team was scoring for them. They had a bad night, but Oklahoma pulled it out, I think, by like 4 or 6 points or something like that.
Okay. St. John's made the tournament. Go Johnny.
Now the pressure's intensified. Now you see what these prospects are made of. Now the stakes are getting higher, so this is interesting.
So hold on. So let me ask y'all this about, and I'm asking the college enthusiasts that watch college basketball. That's LM, that's Ice, that's Joey, that's Scott, that's John. Leaf too. I know you know a little about college basketball. I'm asking you guys because I really don't know. This is where they make their name as far as draft. Let's say for instance, like I could go 5 and you could go 4. But if I bust your ass in the tournament, then I could go 4, maybe even 3, depending on like this is what I want to see. I want to see these same draft picks versus each other in the tournament. All of these draft picks, do they compete versus each other? Because does Fairs could he face Duke? Is that a possibility?
Yeah.
It's always a possibility.
Yeah, they could face Duke. It might be possible.
It could be possible.
What's the most possible situation for versus Duke? Like Trey Johnson, Jeremiah Fairs team,
we got
Kelly Queen team.
You gotta wait to see when the bracket come out.
You gotta wait.
The bracket gotta come out, and then you can.
What I can tell you is this:
when that bracket come out, man.
What I can tell you
is close. It's March. It's very close.
I thought the bracket was set already.
No, next week.
I
can tell you for sure one thing: some of the top 10 players will not be in the tournament.
Yeah,
that's true. That is true.
So that means they draft stock ain't
that is
true. No. But go ahead, Scott. Tell us who.
I promise you that.
Dylan Harper and Ace Bailey.
Somebody, I don't know who, but somebody ain't going.
So Dylan and Ace is still going top 3, but they ain't gonna play in the tournament. But everybody keep telling me that the tournament actually maneuvers your draft stock. How's that possible?
It's like a showcase. Sleep. You gotta think of the tournament like the ultimate showcase. Think of it like college playoffs. You get to see if these top prospects can really show it on a higher stage. That's all it pretty much is. And
I mean, Kyrie, when Kyrie got drafted, he only played 10 games and he still win one.
Yeah, right. And that was a hell of an anomaly. But LM, Ace and Dylan are not playing in this tournament, as far as I know.
And that's not good.
And they're still going to be projected to be top 3 when it's all said and done.
Yes, they'll still get picked. The reason why is because they've been on the board for all this time.
Go ahead, Joey. Chime in, Joey.
Yeah, Joey.
Now, I wanted to say that most guys, you already know where they're going to go. But what we're saying is there are some guys who aren't really on the radar, like the Ace Baileys and the Cooper Flags and the Dylan Harpers, that have an opportunity to raise their draft stock.
It matters.
In the tournament.
The tournament matters.
But most of the guys that shoe in, like Cooper and Dylan, they gonna go where they go. Like, it don't matter if they make the tournament or not.
And even if they didn't make the tournament, none of the dudes, but it probably for Cam Johnson, as much as Trey Johnson and Queen have been playing really good, none of them top 3 dudes, I think, in my opinion, and I think I don't think the league thinks they better than. Like, I think the top 3 has been a lock since college season started. Who would you replace in? So the real question is, since they're not making a tournament, who would you pick at 2 or 3? But and take Dylan and Ace out of the equation. Who are you picking at 2 or 3?
No. You're right. I still pick the same 2. But personally, because I watched them play. But
go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead. I'm sorry, Joey. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say certain guys are a lock, so it don't matter if they make the tournament or not. It's more of the guys that are like off the radar or really not. You know, they got a chance that they can like late first round, but they probably can move up if they play better in the tournament and make some noise.
And I think it matters.
Basically, somebody who projected at 10 could possibly move up to 5 based on how they play.
Right, exactly.
Now, whoever is 5 probably could move.
Zach Edey, Zach Edey last season.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Zach went on. Yeah,
right. Yeah.
May 12th is going to tell us a lot based on who gets to draft who and what part of the order. That will definitely give us an indication on who's going to go where. That's for sure.
I think it matters because, like, these kids, they play for the schools, and it's not a big crowd, and it's not that much pressure, but it's different when you play in front of 30 and 40,000 people. And in the NBA, you see that every night.
Right. That's a great point,
That's
Scott.
a big difference. Plus, you play more games.
Right.
You play a hell of a lot more games.
I mean,
if they think they practice and playing is way two different things.
Right. And if you can't handle a crowd, your career in the NBA is going to go like Ben Simmons did. Because Ben Simmons complains about crowds saying they're too loud, they're too mean. That's a part of sports. If you didn't want to be a part of it, you should have took up mini golf as a career choice.
Mikal Bridges did the same thing when he missed the free throws. The Knicks fans is too loud.
That's why
I kind of
that's
felt
why you
like,
see
come on,
superstars come out of the middle pack. Because some players
Where they cooking Mikal at? I want to be there for that. What happened?
All over social media, like for his performance.
The Knicks fans is in shambles. We gave up all this for
Mikal. They were
Mikal.
going crazy yesterday. They said Mikal made 6 free throws, and they're going crazy. I'm like, wow, free throws for 6 picks.
Too late. I want my money. Too late. I want my money.
We told him.
I was hoping that we wasn't gonna sully the podcast by talking about the tangerines. We all know that they are. We all know that the Knicks are DOA when it comes to the playoffs. Dead on arrival. So let's not.
I just want them to pay me.
No. Hold on. Again, my thing is this. And
Pay
this
me
is why
my money.
I gotta say this. This is why I was kind of upset at the podcast. We not doing the BNT time, not doing the podcast, but we doing the fan game in September. So if y'all Nets fans and y'all in the Brooklyn area, pull up. But I said that to say I was telling him that he not a second option, and he was like, yeah, we ain't got to worry about him being a second option. Now y'all do.
Exactly.
Now y'all do.
Niggas just arguing about Mikel being at the 2 guard spot. Yo, he should play the 2. I remember all those conversations, yo.
I never.
Let me say something real quick. Here's the thing. Everybody looks at it when things are all gleamy and gleaming and everybody's healthy. But fans fail to realize that you get injuries during the season. And when you get injuries to one of your main players, somebody got to step up. Yep. So that guy that was like Mikel, like the third option, he might have to step up to the number 2 option and kind of fill those shoes. And if
he's not fulfilling nothing.
He's the king of cardio. That's what he'll be known for in the NBA, for playing all the games and not missing one day off.
Speaking of which,
that cardio shit gonna die in another season, bro. You gotta remember, when you playing for Tom Thibodeau, bro, it's only a matter of time before you see the Undertaker.
Speaking of, Breezy, May 12th, you doing a draft lottery pod, like a live?
Am I doing one?
I'm saying, both of y'all. I ain't gonna lie, that both perspectives
if neither
would be
one
funny
of
as
them
hell.
do it, I'll do it.
I'll tune into both. I'll pull a leaf up on my laptop and I'll
do one. I could do one if I'm not satisfied. That shit is going off.
I'm definitely gonna try to get one with the BK Nothing But Nets podcast.
Yo, y'all need a song. Yo, all Nets, whoever listening, bro, Nets podcast, like y'all need to go live on May 12th, bro. That shit is going to be Judgment Day.
We all gotta dress up in our best attire, man. We gotta wear suits. We gotta put the cologne on. We gotta look like we ready for big business, man.
You know the players. You should come.
Hey, listen, bro. I'm about to buy Army tank hat, bro. Like, listen, it's all gonna be
John.
I'm gonna put some flowers on it, man, and I'm gonna put some mud on top of it. And
you should come on the BK Nothing But Nets podcast with me, Gary, and Dylan. I'll try to get you a spot, man, if you want to join us. Like, we could all do it in groups, something like that.
He gonna do it?
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to him about it because I think we should everybody should have a podcast that day. Like if Breezy's doing some with some of you guys, I'm doing some with Gary Dillon. We'll all check each other's stuff out and roll live.
Yeah, that shit gonna be a busy day for the Nets.
Listen, I had somebody tell me yesterday just that me and Breeze was gonna be intricate to when the Nets.
Yeah, that's almost here, Breezy.
It's almost here. Yep.
That's lottery selection night. That's lottery selection night. Not the draft.
That's May 12th. It's 2 months.
Hold on, Mother's. That's the same day as Mother's Day.
Yeah, around
the same week.
Really?
Nah.
Right? Oh man!
I ain't gonna lie, my mom about to be tight. If this ain't top 3, my mom about to be tight. Yo,
hey, listen, bro. Listen, I already told my moms I'm gonna be out of state any damn way, man. So like, she already know what the TikTok is, man. Like, come on, man. I've been around her for 30 something years, man. Listen, bro. I'm gonna give her a phone call, send her some flowers, man. She.
No. Yo, Breezy, Mother's Day is on Sunday. The lottery is on Monday. We good.
Yeah.
You
said it's on Mother's Day, bro. Happy out here. Trying to put everybody in the bind, bro. I'm like,
Breezy, you going to the Barclay?
If it's not on Mother's Day.
Oh, okay.
If it's not on Mother's Day, I'm gonna be there, bro.
No, it's not on Mother's Day. It's on Monday.
How much is the tickets anyway?
On a Monday. The ticket to the draft lottery?
Yeah.
Man. They got tickets to that shit?
Yeah, they got. You can get tickets to go.
If we get a top lottery pick, that might be the best Monday of all time, man. Because Monday is usually the worst day ever.
Listen, John, you gotta remember this ain't over. This ain't over, bro, until we actually pick the right goddamn pick.
You're right. But as long as we find out who we're getting, it allows us to actually have more serious conversations about winding down who we could actually get. That would be a great thing after May 12th because we all have all these ideas, but once we get who we're selecting, then we can start going, hey, this is who can really be on a team.
If Sean Marks pull a New York Jets in the draft, bro, like I swear to God, bro, like
it is March 8th. This month is gonna pass by like hotcakes. We already damn near about to be in April at this
we got
point,
we got 19 more shithole games to watch, bro. Like, so I mean, it is what it is, man.
Hey man, what's up with the Sixers, man?
Hold on, it's on June 25th.
The Sixers didn't play today.
The draft is on June 25th. Yeah.
Yo, the Celtics.
It's 112. Oh, okay. So, hold on, that's two different things. So the pick that we get, we find out on May 12th, right?
Yeah. Right.
Okay. And then the player that we found out on
We
June
find
20th.
out in June, yeah.
We find out in
Yep.
June.
Right.
That's another judgment day, dog. Like what the hell, bro?
So we basically got. So we
knowing what
basically
your
got
pick
two.
is the
So
big
we
knowing what
basically
your
got
pick is
two
good,
zombie
but we don't know
apocalypses.
who we gonna pick on June 20th.
Right.
We basically got two zombie apocalypses we got to survive.
Yo, if he
Exactly,
drafted
bro.
in the top 3 and traded back that pick, I'll be like, what? It would be like the worst day ever.
Hold on.
Let's not put any ideas in the air, yo.
Hold on, y'all. Things
Could happen. Who knows?
Things just got very interesting. On May 12th, I'm not pulling up. It costs like $3,000 to be there.
Wow.
But
Yep, I'm good.
hold on.
3,000 to show up?
Hold on. On June 25th, the actual player that's going to be in the building, those I see they got 2 tickets for $156. Like
where the hell am I sitting? Where the hell am I sitting?
That's way more manageable than $3,000 a person, man. Jeez.
Man, the hell with that. Where I'm sitting is important, bro. Like,
as long as I'm in the building, bro, because I'm not saying I got motion in there like that, but once I get in there, bro, I'm pretty sure everything ain't about
I don't know about the lottery, but I'm gonna try to go to the actual draft though. If it's 156, I'm gonna try to see if I can.
Wait, I think the lottery's in Chicago this year. I think the lottery's isn't the lottery in like a completely different city? I think it's in Chicago this year. The lottery.
I don't know where the lottery is.
Let me check. Let me check that.
Yeah, I think it's in Chicago, but I might be wrong.
I'm more excited about what you picking.
Yo, Breezy, if you go to Barclays on draft night, you gotta play your music, man. You gotta play it loud and proud, man. Let everybody hear it, man.
I already got invited to the NFL draft this year, bro. And I gotta figure out how to get there.
Where's it at?
Green Bay.
Wow.
Hey, Lee, ain't you a Jets fan?
Hell no, I ain't no Jet fan.
Ain't none of us the football fans. I don't watch football, man. That's the one sport I don't have.
I'm a Jet fan.
Nah, I'm a football fan for sure. I'm only a football fan because I'm the only Jet fan I know is my father. He's been there for 60 years.
I'm a Jet fan.
It's gonna be in Chicago.
In the shitter, bro.
John.
It is in Chicago, right? It is in Chicago.
I can't even argue.
But man, 3,000
outside of the Liberty, bro. The only tri-state team I support is the Nets.
Okay. Well, I've been a
I
Jet fan.
I hope this is a fun summer for everybody, man, especially for his content creators, because this is where the most action is going to be.
Shout out to the shout out to the Nets fans that don't live in Brooklyn and in New York too. That show love from wherever y'all are, man. We appreciate that.
Real rap quiet is kept. That's about the PB.
Like we got fans we got niggas that live in Alabama that support
Texas
the Nets. Shout out to y'all too.
LM, the last show I did with Gary, I got a guy from Madrid that liked the show. That's amazing.
But real rap LM, bro. When on my move to Texas, bro.
Jamaica.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is from Jamaica. Yeah, but
Jamaica right now. He's not just like living in Flatbush and no shit. Like,
he live in Jamaica. Yeah, I do. But
I thought you were saying Flatbush.
Quiet as kept, bro. When I move, I'm trying to plot for 3 road games.
Known.
You say you trying to plot
I'm trying to plot for 5. I'm trying to plot for 5 road games a year, bro. So once I move to Texas, because my girlfriend is a Spurs fan because she grew up in Texas anyway. So I mean,
yo, LM and Leaf should do a Spurs podcast, man. That'd be lit.
We're not doing that.
I know LM likes Spurs.
We're not doing that.
We're not Leaf. You go to Texas.
No, hold on. Hold on. Let me say this. John, chill out for one. Hold on. It's one thing for LM to be a Spurs fan. It's another thing for Leaf Girl to convert him into a Spurs fan.
That's right.
Different things.
Right, that's true. But I know Ellen likes the Spurs.
She is not converting me into no goddamn Spurs fan, bro. Like, don't that like me, bro. Y'all, I don't want anybody up in here to fix their face to say that ever again to me. I stamped my flag.
I apologize.
Listen, I understand. It's bad enough.
I'm still own property in Brooklyn when I leave, bro. Trust me.
I get
that point because I ain't gonna lie. My mom is, and I love my mom. My mom's a Knicks fan. Like
my mother is
war. It's
war
but
every now and again.
Like,
you got to tell your mom about the tangerines, bro. Like, listen, I understand that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I told she was devastated about the injury. I was like, I told you what
I
Tom gonna
told you.
do.
Me too.
I,
I saw it coming
I
too.
wasn't
I'm
lying.
surprised though, man.
Hold on, hold on, hold
McDowell's
on,
knees have been holding up pretty good with Tom, man.
hold on,
Been
hold on.
holding up.
Hold on. I want to give context to something. I was scrolling through, seeing what's what, and in section one, 2 tickets is 1,500. That means that's about 800 a piece.
Wow.
Yo, yo,
Lockers.
man. I should,
Yo,
yo,
where is section 6?
section six, section
Cause
six.
section 6 is
Bro, you mean
one
hold up?
thousand.
Right here, it's right here. You don't see it
You
to the
mean
right.
you mean to
Look,
tell me?
I
Hold
see
up.
it.
What?
Okay,
scroll
All
okay.
up.
right.
Section six.
Damn, all the way over there.
But you
That's
probably
wild. That's
they probably
wild.
walk
I'm
past
not
you.
sitting that far back in no goddamn
The
draft.
players probably walk past
This
you
is not
there
far. This is where the stadium.
Nah.
on the side.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
want to.
That's
I
not
want to
that
be. I
far.
want to be next. I want to be next
Look
to
where the
some of these rich
tables.
ass
But
parents that's
you
gonna
close
be
to
in the
the
draft,
tables
bro.
though.
Look
I
where
ain't
the
gonna
tables.
hold
This
you.
this,
Probably by
this
the
is for
table. By
Barclays,
the
right,
table.
Breezy? This is the Barclays
Yeah,
section
this
right
the
here. Where
Barclay. Yeah, this the
I
Listen,
want to
Barclay.
be close to some of these rich
listen,
ass parents that's gonna be in the draft, man.
This
Hell
is
with
the
that.
first. Listen, this is the first round of the NBA draft where you're gonna actually see the players coming. We're gonna get
Thank
going to
you.
be the player that we draft. We're gonna be this close to that
These
player.
campers
I'm
nice.
saying as a content creator, if y'all send me enough super chats, I'm gonna go. You know what I'm saying?
Breezy, if you go,
I ain't
you
gonna
got
lie,
it.
bro. You gonna need
Breezy,
cash. You gonna need some
wait,
cash apps
wait,
for this,
no,
bro.
wait,
I ain't gonna hold you.
Breezy,
Like for real, set
if
up a
you go
PayPal
there,
or a Zelle, bro. Like make sure you get all the bricks, bro, because you know Cash App take like a
Bree-
good $5 or some shit.
Look,
Breezy, if you go there, you got to interview whoever we draft, man. Even if it's like a 5 minute interview, man. You got to put it on your page. That would be
Yo, yeah.
lit, man.
I mean, obviously, I ain't going up there to dance and sing. I'm going up there to see if I could get an interview with the guy that we draft, and I'm trying to at least get to 1,000 subscribers. If you ungrateful so and so's don't get me to 1,000 subscribers that's watching the content, nah, I appreciate all
Nah,
y'all.
you gonna be at that. I think you reach 1,000 by June, Breeze. I ain't gonna
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
I
lie.
like
think so too.
certain things I understand won't move the algorithm, but if I actually get there right there because of super chats or
Bro, my
something like
broke
that,
ass
not to
still
say
trying to
y'all
get
gonna
to
get
300, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, don't feel no type of way about it, bro. We gonna get there
yo,
when
but
we get there.
hold on. If I didn't get to 1,000 subscribers, but at minimum, y'all could say, yo, this is quality content. And I know that you know what I'm saying. There's bigger pages, but I listen to the playbacks. It'd be a lot of if it's just y'all respect the one mic rule and everybody get to say what they gonna say. Yeah, it'd be a lot of quality content. So
I ain't
shout
gonna lie. You might catch me in section 231. The way these sections
I
is
ain't gonna
looking,
lie. The
bro.
way these seats is,
The way these you
catch
might catch me in
you gonna
231
catch
to
me in my
Bill.
new home, bro, in Texas, bro. That's where I'm gonna be at, bro. Shit.
They should have
It's
they
already
should have
gonna, bro. You talking June? It's already gonna be hot as hell, bro. I'm going to Texas, bro. Like I'm. Listen, black people ain't supposed to be around that kind of heat, bro. Like we did that shit 400 or 500 years ago.
There's
Come
a
on,
lot
I
bro.
of
went to
yo,
We
Texas one
there's
time
a
and I
lot.
never looked back, bro. It's hot as hell in Texas.
I
I'm
got
not.
a lot of family down there right now. Yeah, they say it's hot, but their house is big as hell too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that
it
heat
better
is
be
crazy, bro.
shit. It better be filled with a lot of that damn central air too, man. Because that's what I'm trying to get at.
Oh, yo, Breezy, you got it on 2 tickets. You got to select. Oh, all right. So two for 2 tickets.
For two
That's the
tickets.
prices.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
man.
because you got to select it. You got it on 2 tickets for the
I ain't
first
gonna
one.
lie. I might have to start playing some numbers for these type of money, bro. Like this shit is
They should have
ridiculous.
like tables and chairs for people that can't get in the ticket and like a big screen outside so everybody can
And
watch what's going on, man.
shout
They
out to
really should have got
everybody that
that.
put parlays on baseball season, because that I did have a good come up this past year. And I managed to pay off some good ass credit, bro, like on some baseball parlays, man. So shout out to
Wow.
everybody that sent me the baseball parlays on Twitter. Cause for those of y'all that don't, for those of y'all that know, you know. I ain't gonna lie to you. Them base hits and them singles and them RBIs hit.
Wow.
Yo, Breezy, I found a funny tweet. I don't know if I can find it, but niggas was talking about Cam Thomas, but I think one of the comments under it was like, "Yo, Cam fucked up my parlay, so that's why I'm tight of him tonight." And I was like, I don't know why y'all be betting on our team. That's the worst shit that you can do, bro.
Yep.
You're gonna be tight. You're gonna lose
Yeah, you gonna
regardless.
be
You know your
tight,
team
bro.
the best, but you're gonna lose
Why are you
money every
betting on
time.
basketball? I ain't gonna lie. More
Yep.
people bet on baseball, they'd be happier people, bro. Stop betting on
Man,
the sports that you
Yeah,
love.
that's true.
Baseball is a win-win, bro. All you just got to do is keep the parlay short of like 3 to 5. I'm telling you, bro. I paid off 3 credit cards with baseball last year. No
Wow.
bullshit. And I
Wow.
got 10, and I got 8 more to go. Don't worry about it.
Dave's
Wow.
got the secret to success, man.
Yeah. Right.
Nah. You know what I did? Nah, for real rap. I followed a group on Twitter and they legit, bro. It's like 300 of them. They had a Discord and everything, bro. Some shit called the Collective. My
Yeah.
homie put me on, and they just started taking they just started doing like people adding people, and they started to put a fee on it now because they like at $5 to $10 a month. I joined for free, man, when I got up in there, but for like new people that's joining, man, they added like $10 to $15 a month, and they legit. I ain't gonna lie. Some people ran out of there with like 5 stacks. I ain't got that type of bread, but I was able to pay off some insurances, man, and pay off some bunch of shit I was behind in, man. So I was good. Yeah,
Wow.
that's a perfect come up, man. That's for those of y'all that's quiet gamblers, man. If you're a quiet gambler like me, then you could come up a little bit, you little 300-400 every couple of days. You'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? Just don't overdo it.
Right.
Just don't go there like you going to a dice game. You trying to take all these niggas' money, bro. Like that. Nah, you ain't gonna do that.
I don't never I never gamble.
Good for you,
Me
Scott.
neither, bro.
You're a
I
smart
ain't gonna
man,
hold
Scott,
you.
man.
I never gamble. I
Smart
never.
man. I ain't gonna lie, cause when I lose that $10, man, on the $15 4 leg parlay, bro.
You be tight, huh?
Oh man, I'll be punching the air.
I
I'll
don't
be
know how
punching
people
the
be
air like
addicted to
Cuba
losing
Gooding
money,
Jr.,
bro.
bro. Like for real. Whew.
For
Shit.
me, it's a good. I never understood like how people get addicted to like if you lose mad money and you want to do that shit again. Nah, I'm good.
It's like running
Not
into
in
a
this,
wall
not in
and
this economy, bro. Hell
word
no.
up.
Seriously,
I don't
man.
trust
This
Not in
our
this
is the
president.
economy.
worst
I'm
time
good.
to
I don't
do that
trust
type
our
of crap.
president at
It's the
all.
worst
Especially since we
time.
live like most of us live in New York, and you doing get all right.
Shit is already fucking expensive.
Exactly.
I mean,
Like
people
I'm
do it
good.
because it's a quick come up. So if you get your first lick, it kind of gets addictive.
Oh, okay.
You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah.
I
I
can
heard
So
that.
imagine. I
I
even
can
if
heard
you get
that.
your,
imagine. I
let's
can
say you get
imagine.
your first lick, right, and then
Yeah.
you make a lot of money, but then you start losing, you're gonna want to keep playing to recoup. So
Right,
that's why
right.
Yeah.
it gets addictive. Trust me, I used to gamble and I stopped
Well,
it because it was
I had it
yeah.
when I had a job, bro. Like the thing is, when I was getting a weekly check, bro. Like when I was getting a weekly check, it seemed better because I was just like, all right, I'm up. I ain't gonna lie, after your first 2 checks at work, bro, and you come up your first 3-4 parlays, and you up like a good 15 or 1800, bro. Like you feel okay,
Yeah,
but
because
you
here's the
Yeah, that's
thing.
different though. Leave gambling and you got a job is fine. If you gambling, you
Well,
unemployed, that's bad money
yeah,
management.
here's the
that's
thing. Here's
bad
the thing.
business.
Yeah, that's
Here's
You
bad
the thing.
business.
hustling
LM,
backwards.
LM. Hold up,
Yeah.
You hustling backwards.
real
That's the
quick, real
perfect
quick.
I know.
phrase.
I
LM.
know.
Once you win, right? Once you win that time, you go up, and after that, you playing with house money. So you could steal the money that you won. You could put back into your other bets and flip
Yeah.
that. You see what I'm
True.
Yeah.
saying?
True.
So I
But
mean,
that's the part that gets you hooked then.
yeah, exactly, Scott.
That's the
That
part that
is the
gets
part
you
that gets you hooked, but the thing is staying the course with your consistency on your bets.
right,
Cause
right, right,
like the
right, right.
thing is, you got to remember, bro, with a sport that you don't watch and you getting consistent money on, you're already getting lucky as it is.
Right,
So
right.
I mean, so it's best to not tip the scales, bro, and just keep the scale
Don't
balanced.
get too greedy. My thing
Yeah,
Right,
is
yeah,
right,
yeah.
this.
right, right.
Basically, bro. If you if
Basically
you at
when
if
you
you at
win,
3 to 4
that's
legs,
it.
bro, keep it between
Yeah.
3 to 5 legs.
I try to do my parlays, three leg parlays. That's it. That's my maximum. Niggas be doing like 5, 6, 7, 8 leg parlays. I'm like, bro, you're crazy. There's no way you hitting that shit. Like,
Yeah. That's what
I don't
be
even know what a
mind
I ain't
that's what
gonna
parlay
mind
lie.
is.
blowing to
Listen,
What is
my
a
me.
max is
parlay?
5, bro. I
What
ain't
is a
gonna hold you.
parlay?
You pulling up 8 parlays? Like you good?
What is a parlay?
so a parlay is like, let's say I bet $10, right? and I bet 5 different. Let's say I bet a 5 leg parlay. So I bet for 5 different things I got to hit on. Let's say Cam Thomas got to score 10 points. So I take that. Let's say the Yankees got to win by 2. The Yankees got to win by 2 runs. So I bet on that. So everything you bet on got to hit. All your bets got to hit in order for you to win. Pretty much.
Right.
It's like you bet in like 5 multiple different things, but they all got to hit for you to win. And if they do hit, you get a lot of money. So you could put up like $10, do an 8-game parlay, and probably win like $1,000, bro. If you hit,
oh, that shit is
right. If you hit on all of them,
oh my god, that shit
is
sounds addictive.
The odds of you hitting is so fucking low.
Yes.
So if you hit it, you're gonna make a lot of money. You know.
Oh my god, that would set me
that
off.
Shit is, it sounds addictive, right?
Scott, keep being you, man. You'll be fine. Just keep being you, man. That's all.
Okay.
Yeah. So you could do multiple things. You could do point spread. You could be like, okay, the Nets is gonna. Let's say they had the Nets favorite by 4 points. You could say, okay, I don't think the Nets is gonna beat Charlotte, so I'm gonna take Charlotte to keep it within 4 points.
Right.
You could do that. You could do.
I think you can do it on rebounds too.
Yeah, you could
like on the play against certain rebounds.
You could
do it on rebounds. Damn.
You could do it on the score.
Scott's getting tempted.
They have a hold on real quick. They have an over and under for what they think the score is going to be combined for the game.
Wow.
So let's say like the Charlotte and the Nets ain't going to score over 220 points combined.
Right.
Or they're going to score below that. You could do the over and under on that.
Each bet is a parlay.
Joey, can you cheat it as to where, like, if you put it like, yo, Cam Thomas gonna score like more than 5 points tonight? That's an easy high key parlay.
You can. Well, you can. I don't know if you could do it with players, but you could do it with teams. You can finagle the spread, but when you do that, you win less money though. You're not going to win that much money.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So yeah, they let you do it on some apps and some sites, but you're going to win less money doing it that way.
Right.
So in order for you to win money, you have to hit on high odd bets. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Or low odd, like your odds is low for that to happen. You feel me? Or you gotta take the underdogs. Like if you do just straight up bets and take the underdogs to win, you can do it that way too. You'll win a lot of money, depending on what the money line is, because every money line is different. Like let's say the money line with the Celtics playing us is going to be a lot. Like, and you take the Nets to beat the Celtics and the Nets win, you're going to win a lot of money because the Nets are going to be big underdogs.
Right.
Versus if the Celtics was playing the Lakers, you wouldn't win that much money, you know?
Right.
So you would win some, but you wouldn't win as much because they're not that far from talent.
I think our last game is against the Celtics.
Yeah.
The Celtics.
Our last game is against the Knicks.
Against the Knicks.
Oh, the Knicks.
Yeah. But you could do it with teams. You could be like, okay, you could mix and match sports.
So for those of y'all that want one more win, there it is against the damn Tangerines. Great. 22 wins and 60 losses. That'd be great for the end of the season.
You know
yep. All 5 teams
ever.
at 21 wins, and we the only team to get 22.
If Brunson ain't playing, that's a good parlay.
Hold on, real quick.
I don't think they're gonna play. They're probably gonna save him for the playoffs. That's the last.
Hey guys, I gotta head out. Fun show tonight, guys. It's definitely
I gotta
fun
go.
summer.
All right, John.
All right, John.
Take it easy.
Scott. Yo, I'm finna close out soon too, man. It was a 3-hour stream, man.
Yeah, I'm done.
Rocking.
Yeah. Let me lock it up. Godspeed, y'all.
All right, good show.
Shout out to John. Yeah, man. It's a great show, man. I appreciate y'all. I want to say thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all already know Nets fans is the best fans. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I wish you a merry parlay.
Peace.
Peace.